I will remind everybody and direct them to the post that I put in Discord. That I will the third rule of dungeon crawls is never ever under any circumstances say you'll be right back, because you're reminding everybody in dungeon crawls.
I'll be right back.
Just as a reminder, because it's been a couple weeks, old-fashioned dungeon crawls to me can be kind of deadly. So, stay on your toes. Watch for traps. Peek through the keyholes. Don't pee on suspicious piles of rubbish. And with that, some narration to get everybody back into the mood. Deep within the forgotten depths of an ancient mining outpost, our intrepid adventurers press on through the shadow-laden corridors. Armed with both steel and cunning, they carry with them a key procured through a pact with a mysterious and twisted goblinoid named Babao. Their agreement stands. In exchange for the key that can open some of the doors below, they must confront and vanquish an enigmatic presence that lurks within the depths below, a force so formidable it has kept Babao from reclaiming his people's place within these abandoned halls. Further in, you hope to find raw stone of magical nature that Dwyn hopes to carve into a crystal ball to aid with his divining. The party, fresh from a victory over a nest of kobolds, their weapons still warm with recent combat, you now stand at crossroads. The weight of the contract with Babao hangs heavily in the air, as does the question of what manner of creature could inspire such dread within the beings of the underground. The echoes of your recent battle still reverberate through these time-worn passages as they contemplate their next move in this deadly game of deceit, dissent, and discovery.
Oh, alliteration.
Even I can use a thesaurus.
So I took a little damage in that last encounter. I will.
Lobbying.
I could use some healing, but I don't want us. I don't want us to lose any tactical advantage. So I mean, if there's no problem with taking a short rest here, I wouldn't mind taking a short rest.
How much damage did you take?
So you certainly are welcome to take short rests in the dungeon. However, it is significantly more dangerous than in the wilds.
Yeah. Okay. Can we secure this next room before we do
that is a good tactical move.
I can't look through this keyhole to the north, but we have
so
this
not every door has a keyhole. Some are barred or stuck. And then you've also got the lock makers don't always make a pass-through keyhole. Sometimes there is a plate to prevent people from peeking through the keyholes.
Nice.
In other words, just because your halfling is the right height to peep through the lady's keyhole doesn't mean you should.
All right.
Well,
I suggest we secure this next room at least.
Which room is the next room?
The one to the south that has the door open.
I thought we'd already been down in there.
Well,
you did, but there's a room beyond that you have not.
Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't realize there was anybody down there.
Yeah.
So was there anything in here?
This is where the fight with the kobolds was.
This is the room where most of the kobolds fought you.
Right, but we killed most of them out in the room to the north.
It was kind of split between the two.
All right. Well, I think we ought to close this door. And is this room secure enough?
Well, we know nothing about this door, right?
Right.
And I just press O when I'm over it, and if I can see through.
If you can peek it, it will tell you.
All right. And I notice anything about the room?
The room you're in?
Yeah.
It is so the room that you left was done up as a kobold's workshop. The area you are in now, the room you're in now, excuse me, is it's all about the living space. So you've got kobold and I guess halfling sized bedding. You've got like some small like camp stove type situations, like brewing something, but you don't know if it's glue or if it's food.
All right. Let's remove the bodies from the next room and then pull up and set up camp in here. Do it. Well, camp, short rest.
Yeah.
So we're going to remove the bodies in the southern room to the northern room and secure.
No, well, we just don't want anybody coming in and is there anything we can throw over the bodies so that they don't just go, oh, why are all their dead bodies in here, and go investigate? In other words, hide the bodies.
Hide the bodies. There's not really any place to hide the bodies.
Okay.
While I didn't include the fact that you've got other things in here, like I said, it's kind of you've got they're living supplies. I couldn't draw all of that in. It would be way too cluttered. So in this room, there's not really like corpse storage that comes to mind, if that's what you're asking. Now, you could always open the door to the south and see if there's space.
Well, Brad's, wanting to get a short rest, and I was just trying to hold up for.
Yeah, totally.
So
set up.
I mean, I'm down 15, which is about
it's a bit.
a little less than half my hit points.
That's a bit.
And I can like healing potion, healing spell.
Well, you also have lay on hands too.
I do, but then I don't have those available. Then I'm running out of things in combat.
Mm-hmm.
to heal.
Well, I say we try the short rest. We haven't tried it yet to see just how treacherous it is down here. I could
More XP.
I could put alarm spells at each of the doors. Something I can be doing while you're short resting is doing alarm spells that take about 10 minutes a piece to put on.
Which you could certainly do.
By the time you get done, then we'll almost be done with the short rest.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to say, Howard wouldn't be able to short rest.
Yeah, I don't get a whole lot of benefit from short rest anyway.
I just wanted to use some hit die instead of spells or potions.
I say we try it. I just say I'll watch the door. Hang on. I'll speak up for Marcus. He'll watch the.
There you go.
He'll watch the southern door to make sure nothing untoward comes through there.
Is he fully healed?
He
might have gotten scratched, but it wasn't much.
Actually, he's missing 13 hit points, so he could benefit.
That's after. I'm pretty sure he's been healed at least once.
Yeah, he could benefit from a short rest as well. So I will say that Dwayne will watch a door.
Okay.
And
which room do we want to use? The north room or the south room?
Well, there's 2 doors in each, so it really doesn't matter. Same number of access points.
There's dead bodies in the north room.
There's dead bodies.
We're talking about hiding. Why don't we just hole up in the north room and then?
I think there's dead bodies in both rooms.
Yeah, you kind of spread your attention around.
That's right. That's right.
I don't think that I need any hit points, so I can watch a room too. Oh, am I? Huh.
You're in the north room.
Why does it say I have 24 out of 38? Did I get hit by something?
One of the last attacks that the kobolds were able to get
yeah.
off
Everybody lost.
was some alchemist fire, if I remember correctly, that they
Yeah.
hucked into the room.
It was a
Yeah.
barrel or something, right?
Yeah,
And it splashed.
everybody got hit.
They threw acid, they threw all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I
You
got
know.
green slimed.
Yeah, you did. I mean, well, I mean that wasn't actually slime, but yeah. Sure, slime.
But I think Emiko healed me up a little bit. I'm only down 18 now.
Well, hey, if a number of us are down that much, I have a spell. It takes like a half an hour, I want to say. Hold on.
That's about a long rest. Or sorry, a short rest, excuse me.
Like my short rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, prayer of healing.
Mm.
10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I can heal up to 6 creatures. Each regain 2d8 plus my spell casting modifier, which is 3.
That's probably
I suppose.
better than a short rest.
You think? It's a second level spell. I only have 2, so
Does Marcus get rage back on a short rest?
He does not. He doesn't have that feature. His recovery is marked as long rest.
Got it.
let's just take the short rest. And I can save that spell slot since I only have 2.
Yeah.
Second level
It might be
spell
better
slot.
to just save it.
All right. Well, who are we missing in the southern room here? It looks like
Me. Me.
Aaron and Sese are both in
Fine.
the north
Well,
room.
I'm having trouble keeping track of which screen is which.
we're still missing somebody.
That should be 6.
We're missing a falcon.
Would you really say we're missing it?
I would, yes.
He should be right there. He's small and hard to miss. Or sorry, easy to miss.
Oh, there he is.
He's-
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, before we short rest, did we do an investigation or search for anything in this room? I don't remember.
The room that you are currently in, you have not tossed, if that's what you mean, but you have done a quick survey.
Yeah, I walked in the room.
Yeah. It is a living quarters of sorts.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Do you want me to roll perception?
Sure.
Huh?
Sure.
Okay. Do I get any help from anybody?
I don't think people can help you perceive things. It's kind of an all or nothing kind of a deal.
I was joking around.
I know. So was I.
All right,
So
there you
you go through and you're kind of checking everything out. And you see there's a lot of even in here in the living area, there are a lot of what would be considered alchemical setups.
Oh, got a mess
in
going on here.
various states.
Which one's Walter White?
There is some blue candy in a dish. Feel free to
We got
try
these blue
that.
lights in here.
I'm told it tastes delicious.
Okay.
There's a few. I'm going to call them Bunsen burners for lack of a better name, but you've got some dung fueled mini burners.
So it smells great in here.
Oh yeah. That
What a wonderful
and like
smell you've discovered.
8 kobolds were living in here, and there's no like washing area, so it's a pleasant place to camp.
Well, maybe that'll cover our scent.
There you go.
Okay. But this is where they slept too,
This is where they slept.
and did their work. Okay, smart. We can't say that kobolds are smart.
So
Well, in their own way.
I'd like to try to figure out what it was that they were brewing.
Sure.
Trouble.
Let's see. What would they? It wouldn't be Arcana, but it might have to be.
Is that another character again?
For lack of a better skill that fits it better, I'm gonna call it a medicine skill check.
Okay. Not my best. That's a wisdom thing.
And I'm gonna call it 15.
Yeah. Odds are long.
You could probably get help on that though, huh?
I got there.
You got a 15. Congratulations. So you're going through the ingredients and using what you're honestly little information that you have about alchemy and potion making and whatnot. Not your best subject in class. But all of the ingredients appear to be related to either creating, controlling, or protecting from fire. You recognize some of the potions as like a pseudo alchemist's fire distillation. That particular still is effectively empty now, but
I'm sorry, I should have helped you with that.
it does appear that their whole thing was all about dealing with fire. Knowing what you do know about dragons and kobolds, that kobolds' natural state, if you will, is serving a dragon. They worship dragons. They like to serve dragons. They want to live near dragons.
They're like mini me's for a dragon.
Kind of, but minions, more or less.
Yeah.
We can
And
hope,
dragons enjoy the ego stroking, so it works out.
we can hope that it's a brass dragon, but we're probably thinking it's a red dragon.
Did you say a medicine roll?
For Howard, he was investigating the.
I forgot that I was like, I think I have some alchemist experience. I do.
I think I prefer that it's a brass monkey, that funky monkey.
Right.
Is that pretty much all the insight that we can get out of that, though?
The only still that has a significant amount of liquid in it appears to have been fermenting alcohol, but you don't know from what.
Oh,
You'll let Marcus hear that.
Like the initial brew was done, and it's just in the smooth refining of the liquid at this point.
So right now it's rubbing alcohol and
Marcus is gonna sample it.
That's a tone.
That is a con save.
Can I
DC 16. And no, you can't help him with that.
No. I was going to say, can I stop him from that and kind of give him some insight?
You can attempt, yeah.
What do you medicine, survival? What do we do there?
Well, the question is how determined is Marcus to get his drink on?
Well, he's not gonna get drunk. He just wants to taste it, see if it's
Right.
any good.
Right. But you have this short halfling telling you don't drink it.
Look. This is probably more useful to remove varnish off of a table, or perhaps paint off of a wall, or maybe clean the.
Marcus was going to do the Miami Vice, knife in the block of cocaine to taste it, make sure it was
Right.
cocaine.
Yeah, he just needs to know: are we dealing with, basically a paint remover, or are we dealing with, these could be
Happy
some
juice.
these,
or making Molotov cocktails. Huh?
these could be skilled kobolds, and they might know what they're doing when they're making a good beer.
They might be brewing alchemist fire. I mean,
Okay, so you said he needs a.
It's a DC 16.
Am I right? Am I right, Mike?
Right on what?
I rolled a 19 on my medicine.
Oops.
So you take a cautious mouthful of the liquid. It's fiery and hints of spices and places that you've never been to. The wind over the plains, but by God, it burns going down.
Monkey's
You take a
butthole.
D4 damage.
Oh shoot!
Why did he swallow it? He's supposed to just taste it.
Yeah, you're supposed to taste it and spit it out.
Hey, you're trying to tell the
Love
Barbie
ex-
not to do stupid things. Barbie does stupid things.
Yeah.
You know,
So he's involuntarily taking a short rest. Is that what you're saying?
no, he's not incapacitated or drunk in any way. It's just it was exceptionally spicy and hot. Probably brewed with some sort of pepper or similar type plant. It's high on the Scoville.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You're gonna feel that one in about 6 to 8 hours.
So they're making Fireball.
Kinda, yeah. Without the cinnamon.
With like ghost pepper.
Yeah. It's Faroon's version of Carolina Reaper.
Yeah.
All right, so we want to do a short rest here. Are we eligible for short rest?
Yes, you are.
Well, I knew how to do that on the character sheet.
It's up at the top there.
Yeah. So hit the short rest, and then it should be asking you if you want to do any hit dice.
Yeah, that's.
I just hit the die, and I don't. It'll tick it down, right?
Yeah. It'll roll for you.
And then it takes it off. Yeah, it automatically does that for you.
So the follow-up question for Marcus: do you pocket the rest?
Yeah. Was that even a question?
Well, I try not to assume.
And my advice still stands. I mean, it'd be a good accelerant. It'd be a good cleaner, but maybe some break free if something is lodged.
He's saying this is the liquid wrench of the dungeon crawl.
Yeah. You drank some liquid wrench. Yeah, add a little bit of oil to that, and it'd be like perfect.
I'd say that short rest paid off dividends. I need to go grab my dinner. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
liquid wrench contains isopropyl alcohol, propane, heptane, and the solvent naphtha. So sounds like it'd be perfect. You know, we could just add a little bit of oil to it.
Well, Marcus went with the drinking part of it, and that's okay by me.
Hmm.
So are we all short rested that are going to short rest?
I presume so. I don't think Dwayne was going to short rest.
I took a short rest.
I went ahead and took a short rest.
Were you down hit points?
I was.
I was too.
Emiko, did you?
I think she
Yeah,
was
I got
saying that she
6
was
back.
okay.
Yeah, I got 6 back.
I got full back. I rolled 2 hit dice, so
Well, I rolled 3 and I'm still down 3. But there's my luck for you. I think I rolled a 2, and a 1.
Maybe you should pray to your God to be more favorable to you.
I lucked out. I rolled a 5 and then I rolled a 10.
Yeah. Pardon me.
Well, you see,
got a
Matt,
bonus
it's because
on
he's
that.
underground, out of Ra's sight.
That is right. Yeah.
I got some sort of bonus on my heel.
He's
Not sure why.
Your con bonus?
Seth's butthole right now.
Oh, is it a con bonus? Is that what you get?
You do get your con bonus, yes.
Okay. All right.
All right. Was
What's up?
Yanni able to look through that southern
No.
keyhole?
No.
So
Alright.
the southern keyhole, the southern door does not actually have a keyhole. It is just stuck.
You mean the door is stuck?
Yeah.
Marcus?
Marcus is eating.
Well, I think before we open it, maybe everybody get out of the direct line of fire of the door.
So it's not locked. There's not a keyhole.
There's no keyhole. Yeah.
It's just stuck.
It's just wet.
Does it open inward or outward? In other words, are we looking at the hinges or are we?
You would be not looking at the hinges.
All right.
So it would open away from you, a left open door.
Okay.
Are we ready? Emiko, or you want to move out of the way there?
Yeah, well, DeWin needs to move too. He doesn't need to be. So we're just waiting on Howard.
Maybe he's planning on doing some tactical breach where you kick in the door and then he launches a fireball.
Is it be right back? Right? Don't say be right back.
Well, he didn't. He said, "I'm going to go eat."
No, he said, I'll be right back. I'm gonna
Oh, did
go
he?
eat. He said, I want to go get my dinner.
Yeah.
So I went and got my dinner without saying, I'll be right back. As instructed by the dungeon master.
That's right.
Mm.
Although mine doesn't look as good as that. So
I believe they're waiting for you, Howard, for both Marcus and Dwayne.
My apologies.
No worries. They're looking to breach the door to the south, and they didn't think that Dwayne would want to be standing right next to it.
They'd be right.
Well, my suggestion was that you were going to do a SWAT entry, and Sese was going to kick in the door, and you were going to throw in a fireball.
Well,
Little tactical entry.
no doubt if we did that, that would be a room full of valuable scrolls that we'd incinerate. So
We goblin children or something.
Right? Yeah.
Well, I mean,
The younglings.
you certainly want to avoid that. It's not like it's a row of businesses in Neverwinter.
hey, I was just helping to remodel.
Urban development, we call it.
Yep. So who's kicking the door?
I'll kick it. Do I need to be directly in front of it?
I think you can get away with it from the side. Oddly enough, it's just distance more than anything.
Yanni, are you
Um,
set up? Are you set up to shoot in there? Once it opens?
No, I'm not. Hold on. Did you already open? You already opened it.
I just opened it.
All right. I don't see anything.
I don't either. I see just part of the floor.
All right. Give me a sneak in. Did we make a lot of noise breaching?
I used the term "kick in the door," and no one said otherwise. So I'm assuming that for the stuck door,
Well,
you're
Mike said it was
going to
stuck.
have to kick it or body block it or something.
Okay.
When has this party ever done anything subtle?
I can't think of a single time.
All right, then I guess
I don't know.
somebody else will go first.
All right,
What
I'm
didn't we
going.
sneak around Silver Moon?
Do I see anything? Do I see anything right inside the door?
You do not.
Okay.
Silver Moon's the other party.
Can I do a? I want to do a perception check with my shield too.
Sure, you have to go in to see anything though.
Okay. All right, here we go.
No. Here you
On
go.
me.
All right. So you enter into this room, and again for asset reasons, I didn't clutter the room with everything. But this was there were two kobolds that you may remember that were a little different than the rest. Being with a little bit more intelligence, perhaps, using more tools. They were the ones that were hucking flasks of green slime and scorpions and alchemist's fire at you.
Oh, they were the ones that were getting all the other ones to mix the stuff.
Right.
Okay.
And this is their room.
They're the
They
smart
were
ones. They're
apparently
away
a
from the
mated
alchemy.
couple.
Yeah.
There's only one bed, so you're assuming a mated couple because there are multiple sets of tools.
You can use ADSW, everybody. Don't forget.
Yep. What's that?
It's easier to do down here in the.
And you, let's see, for the between the passive perception and the shield and everything else, who?
Is there anything Marcus can drink in here?
Well, I mean, it depends on how motivated you are. But I mean, honestly, that's true of most of the game.
Give me to roll perception. Is that what you're saying?
I am actually looking to see. Okay, so Marcus,
I see into your soul.
What's that?
I rolled a 20. I said I see into your soul.
Mm-hmm.
Open your mind to be quiet.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So you
I'm
guys
actually a
find
guild navigator.
some runes, and when you point them out to everyone, Marcus is able to read them. And it says left, right, left, left, left. In dwarvish runes on the southern wall. And you also see a swarm of insects covering a pile of something.
Perhaps dung.
It could be dung, could be a failed experiment, could be old laundry that was just really dirty.
Oh.
How old are the runes?
Go ahead and roll a I'll call that an investigate.
You said left, left, left.
It is right, left, left
Oh, right,
in
left, left.
Dwarvish. You would guess about 300 years,
Oh.
maybe more, maybe less. It's old. It's the stone has already discolored, so it's long since been carved. The edges have been smoothed down over time. And you also can't imagine kobolds writing in Dwarven.
Okay, right, left, left. What was the last one? What did the last one say? It said
Right is right,
right is right.
correct?
I'd have to look. You guys didn't have notes?
Left
I
is
do
right.
have notes, but I didn't note that down. But
I would have to look. So anyway, Marcus downs the entire barrel of fermented kobold piss.
That sounds like something Marcus would drink.
I'm only partly kidding.
On a dare.
It wasn't a dare, it was voluntary.
he only,
The
took
previous note was right door left.
So all we've really managed to do is do a short rest and enter a room, and we're investigating it now. So
That's all that's happened.
That's all
Well,
we-
you really did drink an unidentified fermenting liquid that is effectively a fireball whiskey. And you took
all right.
what was left.
How am I feeling?
Smooth.
You took 4D of damage.
Not you took 2 points of damage from it, but then you short rested.
Yes, right door left.
The description of the whiskey is it will put chest hair on you, burn it off, and then grow another set.
All right, like it.
I believe I described it as the taste of exotic spices, the wind on the prairie, and adventure in the horizon. And then the spice hit.
Okay. Did you say that I took damage from drinking it?
You did.
I don't see it on my my sheet.
you short
It
rested.
is. It's right up at the top. It's actually listed as a container. It is a flask.
No, he's saying he didn't see the damage, and that's because you
Oh,
short.
yeah, no, I didn't see the damage.
You
Did a short
rested
rest.
after. So
We
you've
saved
already
you.
healed back the hit points.
We took
Okay.
we took a short rest, and you used a hit die to recover hit points. And yes, I rolled a 12.
Okay.
I rolled a 12 for you.
Okay. All right. That's what it was. So I noticed I had one of the hit dice was missing. So okay.
Yep.
And you're
Did they win?
That's it.
No, unfortunately, we didn't win. We played a very good high level team, and we only lost 2-0, which is actually really good
Yeah.
for the quality of team that we played. So it was a good tournament. They did well, but there's just no way we were going to beat that team. They were just a better team. So good experience for them though, playing that high level of team.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you can win those. I remember we were in a tournament. We got to a championship game. Sarah stood on her head, and she made a whole bunch of saves. She had 15 saves, which is a ton. But they outshot us like 17-1, and we won 1-0 because our one shot was good.
Yeah. Yeah, you could always get a lucky break, sneak one in, just didn't happen for us.
Yep. I remember playing in a tournament when I was a teenager where we were playing baseball and we were up against the undefeated team for the entire league and hadn't lost a match, and we had to play a doubleheader against them in the final game of the tournament, and we beat them by 1 run.
Nice. I bet that felt good.
It did.
Yeah.
So we were not expected to even show up because they were so good, and we had a 500 season and climbed all the way up. Got him. So I'm sorry he lost, but sounds like you guys had a good experience.
Yeah, I know. It was a positive tournament. So
All right. So the party has checked out the couples quarter of the Kobold Inventors. Found a clue on the wall, along with something under a pile of wriggling insects. You can
Well,
feel free to dig through those insects if you want.
there anything to poke it with?
Your hand.
Not it.
I've got a junky cobalt dagger here.
Sure.
Poke, poke, poke.
You start flicking off insects, trying to get to what's underneath, and it's several layers down of just wriggling insects and beetles, and it's like an extra set from Temple of, or not Temple of Doom.
Raiders.
Yeah, Temple of Doom. When he had to stick his arm into the hole and
Oh
there was
no, my hand is not going down in that. No, I had to do plenty of gross things. That's not going to be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just on the floor?
It's just plopped on the floor. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Some kind of experiment with de-fleshing something. What do we got here?
Well, since your perception is so high, you make out the shape that takes a moment to figure it out, but it is apparently a kobold jockstrap. Sometimes
Ew.
perception is not a gift.
I'm glad I didn't touch it.
Yeah, nobody else sees this. Just
I'm just going to
Yanni.
be like, I'm just going to look at everybody and go, you don't want to know. Just leave it alone. Find something to wipe.
Let me put these beetles back on top.
I
you're
just
not
kind
gonna
of
try it on. Yanni?
I just say you don't want to know what that is. It is a
What was the
dirty
clue?
undergarment.
You had mentioned there was a clue on the wall. What was that?
Yeah, that. Let me read
Right,
it
left,
again.
left.
Yep. There you go.
In 300-year-old dwarven script.
Right, left, left. All right.
So there are any secret doors in here?
None that. None that you. Excuse me. None that you perceive.
So we've got to go back at the door we came in.
Yep.
Yeah, there's multiple
Right,
other
a left,
paths.
and a left.
Yep.
What about Yanni? Yanni perceive any doors?
Yanni did not perceive any doors.
No, didn't perceive any doors. And there weren't any in the quarters either, and there were none in this one out here. Anything back in this room? No.
No, this is the Kobold Workshop.
So are we done with this room? Do you want to exit it and I'm coming in late here, so you guys
Yeah,
let me know. I don't know.
I don't
They,
know.
they haven't really decided yet, so you haven't missed.
All right. Remember we talked about making quicker decisions. Let's make a decision. What do you want to do?
Well, you could always be the bold barbarian and just assert.
Okay, we got this door up here that I cannot peer through the keyhole, and make sure I'm. Yep, I cannot peer through the keyhole. And did you say this one was stuck also?
The one to the north, it is a stuck, simple wooden door. Yes.
Okay, so we can go through that one, or we can continue back down the hall where we were going, and come back to this one. It's up to you guys.
Where the hell is everybody? I see Emiko, but I don't see anybody else.
They all
I'm
went
back
back to
out.
the other
I'm
room.
back out in the room where we were.
North.
Yeah, see me?
Yeah, okay.
I think
Who tried to keep up 007?
I think we I like clearing as much as we can so we don't leave
All right.
anything unknown behind us.
All right, so we need someone to stack on the door, a meat shield, and then maybe I'll go next.
Well,
I don't know.
Wasn't our lineup? Was it Yanni and then
Yanni first if we're sneaking in, if we have to finesse in, if we're going, if we're clearing, we need. I think. I mean, I
But
can try to.
if it's a stuck door, we can't sneak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can try. We can use the liquid wrench on it and see if we can get it unstuck.
The liquid wrench, by the way,
So-
Jason, is what we're calling the liquor that you pocketed.
I looked up
All
the
right.
ingredients for liquid wrench, and I was like, I think it's more closely to that than it is to actual drinking alcohol. So, can we see the hinges, Mike?
It's carb cleaner.
No, it is a left open, so it opens away from you.
Okay, so we can't see the hinges. So we
Unless otherwise noted, every door is a left open.
Oh, okay.
All right, is everybody
into
ready?
the room we're
And
going into.
is everybody posted? All you
Wait. Are we going into this door?
No,
this-
this door.
oh wait.
God, I can't.
It's the one right here.
Okay, all right.
This. Oh, sorry.
Oh, there we go. We're in.
Okay. What do you got to the right of you?
Just a wall.
Okay.
So we got to go left.
All right. Do you want me to check this for secret doors?
Yeah, let's do some trap stuff. I guess I should have stopped.
That's okay. I can do it.
Well, I mean, that is an effective way to find traps.
Oh, do we hear anything?
You pause for a bit because everybody, you get a lot of people wearing
for
masks.
everybody to be quiet for a second.
You do not hear any informed movement.
Okay.
You hear indistinct cave echoes.
Okay.
You hear drops of water into pools, or what sounds like drops of water. I should say drops of liquid into pools of liquid.
Oh, okay. That makes it sound better.
I don't want to prejudice it.
All right. Okay. I'll roll my
Did we,
perception.
sorry, did we come from this?
Yes.
Just through
Yeah.
this door?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
All right.
I rolled lower than my passive perception. Does that mean anything?
That does sometimes happen.
Okay.
You know, it happens to all thieves.
Right,
You know, don't feel bad.
Especially as they get older.
Yeah.
And it is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
But
Okay.
it's a little deal. I mean, no, you don't perceive any secret doors at this area.
Okay. Even though I've got some kind of visual weirdness going on.
That is spider webs.
Yes, I see that. All right, so I will finesse my way up the hallway.
Normal sized spider webs, to be clear.
No, okay, thank you. I was waiting for that. All right. So I'm going to stealth from here.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Oh, I get okay. 21. I kind of motioned for everybody to hold back for a second.
Why did you roll your stealth at advantage?
Because
You have it-
anytime that I
Oh.
yeah.
Well, you're using your cloak, but
Yeah.
that's visual only.
Okay, because I thought it said any. Oh, my glasses.
Technically, let's see here. You have advantage on dex quick checks to hide. Yeah, it camouflages you, but it won't prevent things like smell or hearing.
Okay, I got you.
So that's one of the reasons why the boots are often paired with it, because the boots cover the hearing part of it.
I got you. Okay.
So you're fine. I'm
Okay.
just letting you know that it is possible.
I've got some magic boots you might want to wear.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you'll be quiet as long as
Quiet
you've
on
got carpet rolled out in front of you.
Right. Just bring the carpet with you everywhere, and you just throw it out in front of you and walk across it.
What you do is you get a pot of glue
Okay.
and you cut some carpet out in the shape of the soles and
Yes.
glue it onto the bottom.
Is it that simple? He just didn't realize.
That is a pretty good idea.
That was a pretty good idea.
It's just that simple. He did not
Right.
have. He did not finish the.
He didn't realize it.
Yep. Okay. I cannot see through the keyhole. There's a door down here.
Yeah. So this door that you are in front of has no lock.
Okay. Can I hear anything?
You press your ear to the door and you hear the occasional hiss pop of the sulfur torches,
Uh-huh.
but otherwise no, you don't hear anything.
All right. I'll very quietly try the door handle. Is there a door handle?
Yep.
Okay. I'll quietly try the door handle. Can I? Will it
Don't
move?
forget that you can creak the door open.
Oh, that's right. I just hover over it and
Mouse wheel.
that's casting a shadow on me.
Did I? Well, that might be me. Let's see.
Oh, if I go the other way,
Right.
so it's a two-way door.
Well, it's just that the tool doesn't have the ability to stop.
All right, I will peek around the edge of the door. Can I do that without?
Yep. And you're seeing what you're seeing.
Okay. What is that out in front of me? Is that an obstruction?
That is some ruined ceiling that has fallen.
Okay. Can I hide behind it?
You can certainly try. You're short enough that you should be able to.
Okay. All right. I motion that I'm going in. I motion that I'm going in. So if you guys want to stack,
All right.
I'll make the hand signal for stacking,
Mm-hmm.
and give me a tap me on the shoulder when you're ready.
Is that hand signal?
Yeah. I'll wait for him to tap me on the shoulder.
I think we're missing Sese.
You guys waiting on me?
Yeah, I think they left their rear guard behind again.
Do I see any traps?
You do not perceive anything that would make you think that it's a trap, but you don't have a full view of the room yet either.
Okay. You guys are we?
All right, let's go. Tap tap.
All right, so you're gonna move behind that piece. All right. So with a better view of the room, you now believe that there is something odd about that circle drawn on the floor.
Mm.
And you see, not directly, but only if you're looking away from it, out of the corner of your eye, you see the occasional shimmers of what
Movement?
you would presume to be a magic trap.
Where at?
The circle right in front of you.
Okay. I'll make so it's a magic trap. I'll motion. I'll say, I don't
Back
see
away.
anybody. I don't see anybody in here. There's no movement in here. No perceived.
No, you don't
Nothing
see
trying to hide.
any no people, no.
Okay. All right. So I'm looking at a bare floor. Is there anything else in the room besides the?
The torches, the stone of the floor.
Okay. What's this over here?
Those are a pair of boots.
A pair of smoking boots.
Let's maybe get
Get DeWin up here.
DeWin up here to do his inspection. So I will back out.
All right, Mike.
Back up one more.
Everybody's leaving you in the blast radius there, Dwayne.
Yeah,
Back up one more.
it seems oddly familiar somehow.
I'm just waiting for them to close the door once they're out. Okay, go ahead.
Fire in the hole!
I'm gonna grab a rope and I'm gonna hand it. I'm gonna have DeWin tie that around him or something.
Oh, what's the rope for?
So we can pull your corpse back out.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Thanks, Han.
So Howard, when you are ready, you can begin investigating the trap. It is going to be an Arcana test.
Okay.
And the DC is 20.
Oh shit.
You didn't see that, did you?
I can't even help.
Thankfully, I saw this in a dream.
Aha. So the 18 plus your stat bonus.
Yeah, I'm +7 on Arcana.
All right.
You don't roll and then use it. You just use it.
No, you have to call it up front. You can't.
Okay.
So that was your last portent to lay long rest.
Correct. Well,
So
I still have the campaign ones, but we pull those out in dire needs.
Right.
I forgot that you had that naturally because I was like, didn't he use his one already for the campaign?
No, he gets 2 a day. So you investigate this, and it's quite intriguing and clever. The runes are not familiar to you as a spell language. And I'm kind of equating spell languages to be a lot like programming languages, right? Their own unique syntax, their own unique verbs and nouns and whatnot. So you're able to determine the intent and the meaning while at the same time being unfamiliar with the language that it was written in. Yeah?
Okay.
So what you decide on an investigation is that it is a weird combination of magic missile plus ice spike to be something unique, but to be along those lines.
Okay.
So now you can either avoid it or you can try and dispel it by disrupting the runes without setting them off.
If I did that, I'm assuming that's going to also be very difficult to pull off. What if we were to throw a dead kobold body into the circle?
You don't believe that you believe that it is triggered by basically a detect life variation. So dead creatures or rocks, things not animated with a spark of life, would not set it off. Now, the thought does occur to you, you could have your familiar set it off.
I'll go one better.
How quick does it reset?
I'll send in an unseen servant.
An unseen servant is not alive.
Well,
It is a magical construct.
Okay.
Hey, Yanni, go get some of them insects, and we're just going to toss them in there.
It's worth a shot.
Who wants to collect insects?
They want you to
not
collect
Ed.
it.
I said you go do it.
I think they said you drew the short straw.
Oh, you did, huh?
Just don't touch what we don't want to know about.
All right. Do we have something? Maybe a scrap of kobold clothing or something.
Yeah,
Or a
there's one
little-
underneath the bugs.
Or a little
no,
is there
no.
like a little jar or something that they were putting stuff in? You could throw a bunch of them, collect them into that jar.
You could probably scrape up something.
Get fun with glasses.
Insect grenade.
Looking for my glasses.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh, my other glasses, the reading glasses. All right. How long does that take to scrape up?
Not too long.
Probably doesn't take very many of them.
Do make a dex save though
Or what?
to keep
I'm
them
not
out of
throwing them
your
on there. Oh, I'm using a cobalt dagger to scrape them up. Say you want a dex save?
Yes, please.
Saving throw.
Yep. Nice. So it doesn't it only takes you about 15-20 minutes or so to like get a significant quantity after you find a container that looks big enough and sturdy enough to hold them. And then you return to this room with your wriggling cargo.
Hand it to
Sure.
him.
Yeah, it's you hand over this it's not a jar, it's more like a loose like a weaved basket, but it's kind of open weave, as they say. And it's got that musty smell of insects.
It's a kobold crotch.
Yeah,
Crotch insects. I don't know. Crotch lice.
Crabs. It's crabs.
Yeah, it's crabs.
you can hear them scuttering around, making laps around this dry wicker container. Occasionally, one tries to get a nibble of your hand through the weave.
Who's doing the throwing here?
Oh, he handed it to you.
What?
Oh, you
Why
want to
me?
throw it?
Yeah, I'm not good
You're
throwing.
the wizard. You're a wizard, Gwen.
I'm not.
Where do you want me to put it? Where do you want me to put it? I'll throw it.
Throw it
Fine.
right in the middle of the circle.
Okay.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. It's unlike it's an AC 10 attack roll. So you're almost certainly going to hit, but there's always the possibility that it like bites a hold of your finger as you're throwing it.
All right. Is this an ability check then?
It's just an attack roll, D20 plus your attack bonus.
Okay, so that would be okay. So like, how do I do that without having a weapon?
Unarmed.
Just roll a D20 plus your dex bonus.
Okay, that's why I
Get
was
over
asking
it.
if it was ability check or not.
No,
Yeah,
just an attack roll.
It's like an unarmed strike, maybe, or something.
Well, effectively, if
Yeah, that would work too.
if you did a dex ability check, it would ostensibly be the same thing.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh,
How did I roll
wow.
that?
Wow.
So you go to underhand lob this thing, and a particularly feisty centipede.
I did not roll a 1.
You did not roll a 1.
You rolled the
Bites
next
your
worst thing.
hand, and it doesn't cause any damage, but it does when you release, because the centipede biting your finger still. It curved your throw,
Okay.
and the little basket of insects has now scattered all over the floor,
Sorry.
Did any of
not setting off the trap.
Did they even land close to the trap?
Not really. He kind of hooked it hard to the right.
Pull out a yeah.
do it again?
You would be spending another half an hour to send him back to get another batch of insects.
Well, I guess we could just avoid the trap.
Do we think walking around the trap will allow us to avoid it?
I'm correct in
Your
saying
assessment was that it's stepping through the runes that sets it off.
Okay.
That was for Dwyn, not for
right.
Yanni, but
Yeah, just don't step on the circle.
don't cross the streams.
All right.
Boots.
I guess we'll continue on.
Yep.
What circle are we avoiding? The one with the
You'll see it. It's rather obvious.
star-looking circle? With
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. What about these boots?
So you get to the boots, old, mostly rotten. There's a name scratched into the bottom that says Vims, Vims.
Okay.
But the boots themselves are long since rotted. Because of your passive perception, even when these boots were new, they were shit.
All right.
Like the cheapest material. You would swear that the soles are just pressed layers of old parchment that you can actually peel apart
I got you.
and see the it was used at some point, and then they just kind of wetted it down, pressed it down, and used that as the sole of their boot.
All right. So we got a little niche back here.
Little
What's
nook.
going on back here? Yeah. Do I need to rope?
Hold on, let me.
Oh.
No, hold on. That is it is an archway, I believe.
Oh.
Nope, it's a door. So it's just a door. For some reason, the import did not keep it a door.
Ah, I got you. So do you need to put a door there, or do I need to? Just...
Yeah, I'm doing it.
where's Sese and Emiko?
You know, I'm starting to wonder if there's something going on between them because they keep falling
I
behind.
know. Like, they've disappeared for a while now.
Guard, dude, I gotta stay behind the last person.
Okay, so no keyhole in this one.
It is just an unlocked door. Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. Just practicing here.
So, do we search this room for traps or secret passages?
Do I see anything?
No one saw anything in the room
Okay.
that the party is
Yeah.
still in.
Yeah, I don't think searching this room's a good idea.
All right. So Yanni is looking into the next room.
I've got a passage to the right. and I've got this room. It's rather large.
Yep.
And I can
So
only
this room, you Yanni, you see a fairly significant number of bones lying on the floor, both human sized and dwarven sized.
in any. Are they like they fell in battle here? Like they were.
It looks like go ahead and roll an investigation.
Oh, okay.
CSI Waterdeep.
Yep.
Wouldn't that be insight?
Well, is he gonna look at it or is he gonna investigate it?
Well, first let me scan the rest of the room so we can all come in. Does it look like maybe? Well, I'd have to roll investigation. Okay.
So there's an archway to the east. There's no door. It's just an open archway.
Mm-hmm.
To the north, you've got the northwest is an iron-bound door, and the northeast is a wooden portcullis.
Oh, okay.
Other than the bones of the dead,
Okay.
you don't see anything of note. I mean, there's the usual trash. So the bones have scraps of long since rusted armor, whatever's left of that. Occasionally, you see here and there like just a rusted out, sword or a mace that still has a good bit of metal on the tip, but the handle is pretty well rotted away.
So
Whatever
old,
happened here happened a long time ago.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and step in.
Okay.
Unless I think there's a reason that there might be trap at the door.
Your passive perception doesn't find anything.
All right. What is that? Is that a vase of some kind of vessel?
You're not really sure from where you're at.
Okay.
I'll go with a stick.
I'll go with a stick. All right. Why is there a shadow there? There's a shadow here.
You sure it's not just tricks of the light?
Yeah. Is this a jawbone right here?
It is.
Oh, nice. I see a pelvis. Okay. Looks like we have a battle scene here, guys.
Who won?
Can't tell. As you said, there's dwarven and human-sized bones.
There was a mighty duel between two masters.
There was a firefight.
And there's something over here, some kind of vessel or something over here.
You want to go check it out?
Stop.
Who?
You just crossed the circle.
Who did?
I was
Oh,
watching.
it'd be me. That'd be me.
So, Sese, I get
He
to
crossed what circle?
The trap.
He crossed the circle in the other room.
Sensei,
don't
what's
cross
wrong
the
with
circle.
you, man? You're getting sloppy.
I was just trying to catch up. I looked up and you guys had moved and whatever.
So you do manage to catch the icicle on the on your shield and take no damage. But the party definitely hears the hum and the of the magic circle going off. And then Sese comes into the room with an icicle impaled into his shield. Like, whatever.
Okay. All right. Do you guys want to investigate or move on?
I think we poke around a little bit. Maybe take a look at these this vessel.
Look for more runes on the wall, and
See
I
another
didn't really
secret
look at the
passage.
passageway to the right.
Yep.
All right. So, what are you going to look for, or what are you investigating? I should say.
I'll go investigate this whatever this thing is right
Sure.
here.
It is bone. It
That's a,
is vaguely humanoid. But go ahead and roll a medicine DC 15.
medicine.
Do you need some help? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I
He
got a
does
good
not.
roll.
Marcus went to tribal doctor school.
He went to barbarian CIS school.
Right.
Passed it, and it only
So,
took 3 times.
Yes.
Well, if you're good enough causing wounds, then sometimes you can learn how to.
Right.
You just reverse the process, right?
Right. Reverse engineer it.
Yep. That's how you cure disease. Your teacher would tell you it's just a process of elimination. You just get rid of the parts that are diseased or damaged until there's no damage left. So this skull is, like I said, it's an enlarged. It's about half as big again as a normal human skull, and it is in fact shaped like a human skull. But as you're examining it, you notice differences about this skull other than its size. It's slightly too elongated. The eyes are ever so slightly too high up and too large for the eye sockets.
The alien.
Examining the vertebrae that's still attached, you notice differences in the way that the vertebrae connect together.
This is something that
You
I'm
don't know
familiar
what to
with.
make of this necessarily, although you're free to speculate. But you would swear that it was human other than these odd differences.
I kind of describe what I'm seeing to the rest of the group and ask them, "Hey, do you guys have any idea what this might be?"
Can I hazard a guess?
Well, you have the same description, so you can hazard a guess if you like. Yeah.
Can I roll medicine or survival or?
He's pretty much
History.
you can roll, but it would be a pretty exceptional roll to get more than what Marcus has already determined.
Okay. Um. I don't know what other
Giant
questions to
troll.
pose.
What do you think it is?
Well, it's only about 50% larger than a normal human, so probably not giant. Even a hill giant would be bigger than this.
Half orc.
What was that?
Half orc.
Half orc?
Does it have tusks?
No tusks.
What about are the eyes pointing forward to the sides?
It's an alien, man.
Well, I was thinking, how about an illithid?
It has a jaw.
Okay, and an illithid that has a beak, not a jaw, right?
Right. It's more squid-like.
Hmm.
Calamari, if you will.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess Marcus doesn't know what it is, so
Right.
Did it die about the same time as the dwarves and humans?
It's hard to say, but it has roughly the same amount of dust and grime covering it, so that seems reasonable.
Okay.
Is there any other than the bones that we've already kind of identified as you got human and dwarfs? Is there anything else that's particularly unusual that's visible in the room?
The only thing left that I would say that is interesting is that the floor in this room is, despite the graphics, quite smooth.
Okay. Is there any openings up higher up? How high is the ceiling? Is there any way of them
The
looking down
ceiling
into
so
this?
far has been a pretty uniform 10 feet.
Okay.
Is it stone, smooth stone?
It's smooth stone on the walls. The floor is worked stone, but it's not particularly smooth except for this room so far.
Polished
And
in
then
here?
what's that?
Is the floor polished?
It's not polished, but it's like it's been smoothed down,
Okay.
like an abrasive was used to knock it down a little bit.
Okay.
Right.
Because what I was wondering is this room designed to fight in, or if this was just a
If it was designed to fight in, you're tactically looking at it, and you cannot fathom the plan
okay.
of if this room was meant to be used in battle. Now, I will say that you are aware, especially, and probably Sese is as well, that a very common design element of castles is lots of rooms, narrow corridors, sharp turns, all designed to make defense easier.
Right.
Force your attackers into single file combat where you can have choke points with doors, where you can have multiple defenders engaging your attackers one at a time. And so far, this dungeon has followed that principle.
All right, I'm just gonna walk out of the perimeter of the room, just looking for any secret passages.
Yep. Anybody else? Sese, Aaron?
The gate.
The gate.
The gate's looking around.
I'd like to check out this to the right of
Yep.
Emiko.
So that's the right of Emiko. Okay, so you want to go down that passage?
Well, just to make sure nothing's gonna pop out and get us.
Okay, let me move over.
Because it was just an arch, right?
Yeah, it's just an archway. No door at all.
Can I perceive any traps or anything like that?
You do not perceive any traps. Yep. Nothing of particular note in this room. Or sorry, corridor.
Oh, and it just tees right up here, doesn't it? Okay, got a door to my right, which is south. Ooh. Is this a room?
So my investigation came up with nothing.
Yeah, you didn't find anything of note.
Okay, so are we choosing as a team to go down this corridor now?
I'm not
No,
really
I'm
sure
gonna
that
pull
the
back.
team is choosing anything. You're kind of all scattered out. I'm just waiting for somebody to step into the trap.
Oh,
I'm pulling back just to tell everybody that down this corridor to the right is a door, and then to the left it goes up, for a little bit, but I didn't explore any further.
Right, left, left. Whatever that means. Well, we got a door. We got a door to the top of this big room, right? Well, there's two doors,
Yeah,
right?
there's a door on the northwest. The
Mhm.
northeast is actually a portcullis, and then the archway that people have been investigating.
So, can we see through the portcullis?
Let's. You should be able to. Let's see if I forgot to change it. Site restriction there.
You watching this game, Howard?
No.
Huh?
No.
The Washington game?
No. I don't follow the commies that much.
Yeah.
Why? What's anything interesting going on?
Nah, it just started.
So you're pretty sure that you can lift or have someone lift that portcullis, but it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, but I can't see through it because isn't it like bars basically?
Yeah, people can see through it.
I'm not seeing through it.
You're on the wrong door.
Oh.
Where Yanni is.
Oh, it's the eastern door? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There.
All right, everybody, which one are we going in first?
Well, all right. Here. Can Legade fit through the bars?
Sure.
But I can't see with Legade.
Let's see. I don't know if I can fix that.
You tried last time and to no avail.
Yeah. How about now?
Yeah, actually I'm seeing with him. But does that mean I no longer see with? No, I can see with both of them now. What'd you do?
There was an option buried in the settings for vision.
Okay. So there's a room. Looks like there's some fallen stone, maybe?
Yeah, fallen ceiling stone. Some bones.
And a corridor leading east
Now, what
with a door.
I forget, what's the limits with the vision? It's basically like you lose your vision at yourself and then you go into the familiar, is it right?
No, the familiar has its own vision, and he basically would have to tell me what he's seeing.
Right. So as he's flapping around, you see some writing on the eastern wall, and it says in common, Therda stands here, slain by a basilisk.
Ooh. What was the name?
Therda.
Therda?
Therda.
Slain by a basilisk. Where's Ron Weasley when you need him?
Where's who?
Ron Weasley.
Oh, of course.
All right, so There is a door in the southwest. There's a door on the east side. Lots of rubble. That's about all I can tell you. I didn't see
Does this
any.
look like a candidate for right, left, left?
Well, there is a right, then a left.
I'm sorry, I was muted. Is there a corridor right here?
It goes 5 feet and hits a door.
Okay, so this door goes this door that I'm by goes into another room, which goes into. There's probably a door over there that leads into there.
It would seem so,
Okay.
but there could be a wall between there. You just don't know.
Yeah, you just can't see it. Okay. Okay. Well, which way you want to go? If you raise the portcullis, it's probably going to cause a lot of noise, alert something. Did he see a basilisk or anything like that in there?
Just the writing, correct?
Correct.
And rubble all over the place, right?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe
Lot.
they brought the ceiling down on the basilisk.
Could be. It could be that Therda is underneath all the rubble.
Okay. Why do I have Yanni Featherfrost with a short sword attack app?
I don't know.
I don't know either because I didn't click on anything.
It's the doppelganger. It's gotten loose.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right. My first thought is we try the path of least resistance here, but we don't know what's behind this door.
Correct.
Also,
Could be the basilisk.
could be the basilisk.
Have we noticed any elevation change? Are we heading down?
You can roll perception, but you are not a dwarf. In fact, you are as far from a dwarf as you can get. So you can roll perception. It will be without the advantage of your shield, and the DC would be 20.
Well, we'll try it.
Can I do the same?
Sure.
And nothing.
Can I get out my laser level and check the slope of the floor?
Yeah, you can try.
But my watch has altimeter in it.
What do I think?
So you do believe that the elevation has been going up and down depending on the room ever so slightly, but the general overall trend has been down.
Okay.
Down as we go north?
So far, yeah.
Okay.
It's not like it's a deliberate slope, but there is a slight incline that you believe your overall elevation has gone down.
Any idea on? Well, that won't help.
It's maybe down by like a foot.
All right, I'd like a consensus before we move forward. Do we want to try the portcullis, the open archway, or the door?
Well, basically, we've got a whole bunch of doors at this point. There are no open passages left, correct?
You got the archway, and he said it goes down, and then there's a door to our south, and there's a
door on the north. So
there's a door on the north.
right. So there are no more open spaces that we have not roamed a little.
Well, I
bit.
didn't keep going. I stopped after a little bit. I didn't see a door to the north.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I just didn't want to get too far away from you without reporting in.
All right. Do you want me to scout that out?
That seems prudent.
Okay. All right. Well, stack on me, I guess.
Someone gonna stay by the pork cutlasses. It's closed, right?
Correct.
And it would take some doing to open it.
Okay.
Yeah, which we assume would also be
I don't
true.
know that
Some
Dwayne can
noise,
open it.
probably.
Oh, Dwayne can open it. Once.
Okay. Did I don't know if I didn't look in this.
Yeah, there's just a door there. I didn't do anything.
Okay. All right.
And a few steps north was all the farther I went.
All right. I'm gonna listen.
You hear the sounds of a cave. Still pretty indistinct.
All right. Why is the floor a different color here?
Well, I mean, it's a natural floor, so the mineral deposits are going to be different colors.
Okay, got it. Just wanted to make sure.
You don't perceive any trap mechanisms.
All right.
That's what you're looking for, right?
Yep. All right, I'm waiting for everybody.
I will note that the party is separated.
I'm gonna step back.
I'm waiting on my. I'm stacked as much as I can, but there seems to be a traffic jam up ahead.
We're still missing somebody.
Marcus is still back in that other room.
Yeah, you're missing me. If somebody, I'm indisposed to at the time. Just move me up where I need to be, if you would, Mike.
Yep. For the moment, I'm going to give Howard control as well.
Oh, okay.
Until Jason can come back.
All right. Listening.
No, nothing of note, but you're starting to pick up very faint stone on stone scraping sounds.
Ooh, coming down from the corridor in front of me.
Yeah, from the corridor in front of you, but it's quite faint.
Okay.
At this point, looking down the little alcove to your right, you see, to your shock, a group of demonic faces have been carved all over the walls of this little side nook. You don't perceive any traps, but it's just full of these demonic leering faces.
I motion for Dwayne. I'll roll and investigate.
Sure.
This alcove on the left?
Yeah. So what are you trying to learn by investigating?
Is this? I mean, did somebody scroll this on? Did they carve it in?
It is carved.
Did they make it in poo?
It's carved in stone.
Okay. Any recognizable lore? Is it telling the story of a famous scene? Is it a set of well-known?
So go ahead and roll religion.
Yeah.
No, they're just like a. There's no discernible pattern that you can see.
No, we should have.
There's just a lot of them.
Anybody else have religious skills besides Sese? Sese's in the back. Sese's in the back.
No, there's Sese and there's Emiko.
look,
Both
I'm
have
not
religion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't
sure
you
what
send them
my
up there? I'm gonna
Emiko's
step down the
problem.
hallway and look in this. Look at this door. And this is a dead
Yeah,
end
no,
down
we
here.
this has come up. This has come up before. I don't have a +0, so
Why did that door open?
That was me. Sorry.
Okay. I was like, ah!
So we'll get to the door in a moment, okay, Matt?
Yep.
So is anybody going to try a religion check against the demon faces?
Yeah. If I can remember
Cool.
where to click on.
I can help.
All right. So would that be at advantage?
Yes, because you're getting help. So you met it. So you don't perceive there to be any unifying story presented in the carvings, but to be specific, they are demonic, not devilish. Demons and devils are kind of two sides of the same bad penny. One is lawful evil, one is chaotic evil, so they are constantly at odds. Neither side, of course, is friendly with humans.
Unless you're chaotic evil.
Even then, you're kind of there to be used. And since you did meet it, I will say that demons are chaotic, devils are lawful. These are demons. Good.
Yeah.
All right, let me entertain you. All right. So, this is not a door. This is a statue. And there is a relief of I should say a bust of a king. But Yanni, as you pass by, you notice a faint breeze coming from behind the bust.
Okay, so it's a secret door then. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. I will motion.
I mean, I was trying not to be so gauche about it, but yes,
Right.
secret.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yes, of course. So I will be subtle since we don't know if anybody can hear us on the other side, but this is a secret door, and we don't know what we got on the other side.
Yep.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And I will ignore the fact that there's a lack of some fog of war there.
Right.
Okay, so I cannot see in or around. I can just feel breeze around it.
You can feel a breeze coming from behind it. Yeah.
And it is a statue on this side.
It is a statue on your side. Yes.
Okay.
It appears to be a king of some sort or a noble. They're wearing a crown.
But for being in a back hallway, it seems rather weird that the statue is pointed this way. Is that correct?
I don't make any judgment calls one way or another on the weirdness of its direction.
What I'm saying is that this is a finished statue pointing into an empty hallway.
Right.
So does the statue pivot? What does it do here?
So go ahead and roll an investigation.
Oh, investigation. I would have figured that'd be perception.
You cannot perceive everything. Sometimes you have to investigate to find out how things work.
That's
Good
efficient.
roll. So, you investigate this statue and find that some of the decorative swords that you originally thought were just decorative relief on the pedestal come off. And further, you find a slot in the back of the neck of this royal that's the right size.
Well, do you guys want to stack on either side of the door? Because I think I figured out a way to get in here.
Yeah.
Oh, Jason's back.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. They'll put Galen on one side, I'll be on the other.
Okay. Everybody else.
Everybody else kind of in order behind us. Yeah, just like we are. I think that looks good.
All right. So I'm assuming that this is gonna make some noise when we open it.
Can we hear anything on the other side?
You cannot.
Okay.
The faint scraping of stone on stone is no longer present.
It is closer.
Is it constant or is it like
Intermittent.
Is it like steps? Is it like
It is not steps. It is stone on stone scraping. It's not thudding. It's scraping.
So like a grinding wheel against stone,
Not as
or
regular as a grinding wheel. It's more.
Are we aware of any stone creatures?
I don't think any of you have encountered a stone creature.
stone golem?
But anyone? No, you never encountered a stone golem.
No, I mean
You encountered a flesh golem.
Yes.
No,
wrong character.
Wrong character. I will say that DeWin certainly knows about things that can be turned into stone.
Yeah, and there also are creatures that are stone-like.
What about a basilisk?
Well, I guess we won't know until we open the door.
Well, it's coming. Directionally, is it coming from the corridor to the
Southeast. Southeast.
So, coming from the hallway, not the door or the hidden door.
The hallway that you're in appears to end about 10, like 30 feet down, according to what Yanni says.
There's no turn at the end of that or whatever.
None that you can see.
Okay, so it's a hallway to nowhere.
That's what it appears to be.
Well, that's again the defenses. You confuse. Somebody gets turned around and then they end up down a dead end hallway. All right, you guys ready?
Sure.
All right. So you take the sword, snap it loose from its holder, and slide it into the back of this ruler's neck.
Seems fatalistic there. Oh.
Yeah, it's on every deck of cards.
And you hear the lock release.
Oh, so now you push it?
Yep.
Okay. So I can. Oh, the wrong way. Give me a second, guys. Okay, I see a demolished table. Is that what I'm looking at?
Yeah, it looks like a demolished table.
All right, there's a broken table. Oops, did it the wrong way again. And some cobwebs and another door, but it looks like that is a room that is rather large.
I could send in Legade.
Yeah, you can do that.
Ooh, that's big stuff. Oh, there's a pile of bodies of some kind in the corner.
Yeah,
All
like
right.
the gate's not particularly discerning on these types of matters. Mainly, you're just getting back like a bunch of stinky meat.
Bunch of stinky feet. That's great.
So nothing moving around, no creatures, no obvious threats.
None that the gate is picking up. This looks like Legate is basically telling you that it's a library
Okay.
with stinky meat.
Library with stinky meat. All right.
Is the sound of stone on stone scraping now louder?
Well, you haven't moved, so it's the
Well,
same for you.
But
For Legade, it was louder by the south door.
okay, but we did open a door that would remove some level of obstruction from the sound, correct?
yeah, I guess that's what I was getting at.
It's not noticeably louder.
Okay.
All right. Is that a doorway up? Okay, yeah, door. All right. I'll kind of take cover right here. See if I can see anything moving in the stinky pile of meat.
Maggots. You're eating maggots.
Is there flies over there? Or...
Yeah, there's a fair bit of flies. They're not corpses per se. It is just a big pile of unidentifiable, stinky, rotten meat. But it's a hefty pile. Someone worked at it.
Okay. What's over in the far corner?
Which far corner? Oh, I see. So investigating this room, you see old, rotten, crumbling parchment. There's what looks like an old ledger that's no longer readable. It's an illegible ledger.
Are these two skulls?
Yeah, there are several skulls and rib cages too.
I see that. But the pile of stinky meat is much fresher.
But yeah, it's relatively speaking, it's still meat technically, rather than being bone.
I guess they're aging their meat here. This is a fancy steakhouse. They're just aging
You get
their
a
meat.
dry age.
It's a dry age, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I will begin my perception of the room and see if I see anything in particular. You guys
There
are clear.
is a ladder that goes up to a balcony that circles along the west wall. The balcony does not lead anywhere else. It's torn down bookshelves, and you can see the ripped out frames of several paintings, including one that looks like a old map of the region, including silver scale.
I mean, you can tell that it's a map.
Yeah.
Is it something that we could
Am I able to? I'm going to go investigate the meat.
Sure.
is
Meet the
map
meat.
salvageable?
Am I able to tell what kind of meat it is and how long it's been sitting out?
Go ahead and roll a survival. As far as how long it's been sitting out, probably a few weeks.
He's like,
Few weeks. Okay.
But whatever brought it in here did such a miserably bad job at butchering that you hesitate to guess. There's no skin left on these. And the meat was just hacked and ripped rather than butchered. So figuring out what it was is beyond you with what the state of the meat still is.
Kobolds aren't known for their FDA approved butchering methods. Is that correct?
Neither are goblins.
Neither
Meat
are
handling.
goblins. Yeah, their meat handling. I'm sure that they would not be able to pass health inspection.
What about that rib cage there? Is that a human?
That's a dwarven rib cage, actually.
Yeah.
I wanted to look at the books, scrolls, and other written stuff to see if I
Sure.
could find anything.
So almost all of the books and scrolls are badly deteriorated between the moisture and the years.
Oh, they're squishy.
They're pretty deteriorated. The bits and pieces that you can find talk about the mining operation. You see a reference to deepening the mine.
Be careful of things that live in rotted pages and books and scrolls.
So there's talk about deepening the mines, and it is necessary to go deeper. The already mentioned like logbooks and ledgers detailing.
Do they talk about drums in the deep?
No.
He's delved too deep.
Too deeply and too greedily.
Yes.
You're reading through this, and one thing that you do notice is there's not a lot of what you would consider to be valuable minerals being pulled out. But there is a mention of crystal, but very little about like iron output or precious metals or precious gems. And go ahead and roll an investigation for me, Howard.
I'll be right back. I got a bathroom break.
Nice. So one thing that sticks out to you is the wording. Isn't that we found crystals or that we mine crystals, but it is implying that the crystals will be created or delivered.
Okay.
And you do see the one word repeated fairly often, and that is nar, N-A-R.
That dwarvish?
It is not that you know of, but
Oh.
you don't know Dwarvish either. So,
Dwarvish.
and Marcus, if you ask him, he doesn't think that that's a Dwarvish word either.
Who knows Dwarvish here?
Marcus,
Okay.
Elvish?
Yes.
it is not Elvish, nor is it Infernal.
Gnomish?
I don't think any of you speak Gnomish.
I do.
Yeah, no, it is not Gnomish.
Dang it. Sucker.
It appears to be a proper noun, and it's
Oh.
probably in common.
Okay.
So you're talking about a person? Do they is the context that they're talking about a person?
There's not enough left of the record to know.
So are we saying that this crystal is created down here by a person?
It's
Nar?
unclear.
Okay.
For a person? From a
That's what I
person?
said, Oh, it's mined from a person's body or something? There's a dead celestial down here.
There's a pronoun missing there. From, by, with.
What's this right here? I'm gonna go check this out. See what this is.
That's just a shelf that some of the rotten books are on. It's not even fit to be used as toilet paper anymore.
And then this is a door here.
That is a door, yes. There's no lock on it.
And this is a door. This is a door.
That's correct.
All right, you guys want to check out the door up to the north? Up. Any other secret passages in this room?
No, Yanni hasn't noticed any, and no one else has been able to detect any. So, just the one you came in.
Good question. There's a thought.
Where?
Yeah, rattling around in my head, and it fell out. Could you use a basilisk to turn something to crystal instead of stone? If it was a particular.
Or could it be that the basilisk glands or something are used in the creation of the crystal?
Yeah.
So you have to harvest basilisk to make these crystals, which is probably a very dangerous thing to be doing.
I know somebody who did it. Oh, never mind. Actually, we do have somebody. We do know somebody. Well, we don't.
Yes, the Walter White of Waterdeep.
No, I was thinking of Connery. He dissected a basilisk, didn't he?
Mm.
Because somebody got turned to stone, and we used the. Didn't we use the?
LaFay.
Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like his very first outing, he got turned to stone.
Somehow it's always Jason's characters. I don't know.
The circle is now complete.
Always having fun.
Always
When we
reckless.
met, I was the learner, but now I am the master. Yeah.
So what does the party say?
Why don't we go north? Let's go north. I suggest we go north.
All right, I'll investigate.
So it has no lock.
Okay. Oh, what was this? Did you say this was?
Bookshelf.
Bookshelf. Okay. All right, got it. It looked like a body. In vague
No.
terms there. All right. Away from. I'm not even gonna look. I can't even look. Okay. What was this? Is this some kind of drapery, some kind of tapestry that was covering this?
No, it's just cobwebs.
Okay. I was like, hold on. All right. No peeky. Oh, wait. Wait. I see something. It looks maybe a bed. Far end of a room. Is that what I'm thinking, Mike?
That's a reasonable interpretation.
Okay. All right. And it's not locked.
It is not locked.
And does it sound like it's a large space on the other side of the door?
Probably equivalent to the room that you're in.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, Mike, remind me which direction the scraping noise was coming from?
South.
South, east. So the door's in the opposite.
Yeah.
Yes, if you turned around and went south through the south door, that's toward the scraping.
And we have not been into that room. Is that correct, Mike?
To the south?
Yeah.
No, you have not.
Okay, because that room is uncovered for me as well, so I'm going to ignore that. I can't see anything in it. I can see that there's a room there. Okay. I'm going to attempt to slowly open the door. Oop. See another bed. Is that what I see, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Dear Lord. Okay. That's as far as it goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. It looks like I got 4 beds, large room, approximately the same size, a little bit bigger. Nope, same size. So it's a bed chamber, maybe a guard room, or just a bed chamber.
It was probably at one point a guard barracks.
Okay.
But despite their disrepair, these beds and the unpictured accoutrement would lead you to believe that this was probably where the goblins were living.
Okay. The goblins from above. Okay. So are there still personal effects in there? Does it look like anybody
No
else?
personal effects, but like it's not like rotting beds.
Okay.
It's
So
just in disrepair.
how long ago did he say they were down here?
He didn't.
Okay. Boom. All right. What do I see right over here in this corner? Chair?
That's a chair.
Okay. All right. I just wanted it for scale reasons. What's this in the center?
Just stone.
No, is that a blanket or something?
No, it's a white piece of rock.
Like setting on the floor?
Yeah,
Like from
like
the
like
ceiling?
a big piece of limestone that they would put a fire underneath and use as a griddle.
Oh, okay. I was not interpreting that in the same way. Okay. Okay. All right.
So it's
is
a
there-
Mongolian barbecue.
Yeah, is there a chimney in this room, or is that just
There's
we're just-
not.
Okay. All right, I got a door on the far west side, and then in the northeast corner. All right. I think we can safely say we can move in. The door creates that shadow that's on where I was talking about.
Mm.
Okay, so there is a door. You can. Okay, all right, I got you. All right, you can move in.
It's a door up here.
Yep, but this door goes into that area we were looking into.
Oh, this one, yeah. That one with the rubble.
Yep.
So, Yanni, as you approach that door,
Uh,
you notice that as you look through, you see a needle pointing back at your eye.
oh shit. Okay. All right, so that's trapped. Yes.
I mean, it could just be really friendly.
Ha ha ha.
Get your
So
COVID.
so I start to put my hands on the door, and I'm like, nah. Okay. Everybody get out of the line of sight of the door in case this shoots across the room or something. I don't know. And we will disarm the trap.
Sure. So let's start with investigating. So that
Investigate? I
is
thought that was sleight of
literally-
hand.
no, so there's remember there's three parts to dealing with a trap.
I didn't know investigation was part of a trap, so I got you. I will.
Right. So
take that
normally you've been giving the investigation job to Dwayne because they've been magic traps.
Uh
But this is a physical trap. So unless you think Dwayne can,
huh. Okay.
so yes, this is an investigation to determine how the trap is configured.
And I don't think anybody else can help me.
No, this is kind of a close-in job.
All right.
And while I appreciate that you're standing to the side, to be able to get your tools in, you're going to have to stand in front of the door.
All right. Darn it. Okay, so I can't use my goggles to help me either.
No, because it is not perception; it is investigation.
Well, it's also on wisdom, is what it was saying. So
Investigation is intelligence.
yes, I realized that. All right. Well, that's my one flaw that I now see.
Well, you didn't roll a nat 1. So, you spend some time delicately tracing the mechanisms, and you find the weak points in the trap. The door itself is not locked. The lock is fake. It is intended to trip people up. So you do know that you have the tools and the knowledge at this point to attempt to disarm the trap.
Okay.
The disarm is going to be
Not me
your
with that.
the disarm is your sleight of hand
All right.
using your thieves tools,
Okay.
and your DC is 10.
Oh, then I guess my passive will take care of it.
It is not perception; it is Dex.
I'm just kidding.
I can never be sure. So yeah, you're fine.
I was joking because it's like, isn't that just my bonus takes care of it? In other words. Okay,
Well, you could have rolled a nat 1.
that is true. But it would have re-rolled it because I'm lucky.
That's true, but you could roll a second one.
That is true. Okay. All right. So now it's not locked.
It is not locked. Technically, it was never locked. It was just to stop you from blowing through.
I got you. Okay. All right. I do not see anything.
Well, I mean, you should see like rubble and
Yeah. Okay. That's the same room that you already been in.
Yep.
All right. Any remains of a basilisk or a person?
you do find some bones, but no basilisk.
But no petrified remains.
No. If they were petrified, the stone that consisted their body would have been probably turned to powder.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go to this door. Oh, I'm gonna wait on everybody.
All right.
Is that a cave in? Is somebody buried underneath all
It's a
that?
partial cave in from the ceiling. You're referring to the pile of stone, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a partial cave in from the ceiling.
Is it exposing anything above it?
Stone.
Okay, but no hole to another.
No hole, no. Just a divot where it fell out.
All right. Does it look like it's charred or
It is not charred.
you know,
No Charizards.
just weakness? In other words, age and
Weakness or blunt force.
or
I guess
time.
you can't rule out like a magical force hitting it.
Anything buried underneath it?
You can sift it around and try and find out, but you can't tell from looking at it.
I'll take a look over here.
All right. Well, I guess I'll.
Can I roll perception or investigation? Which
You can roll investigate, but the DC is 20.
Oh. Duane, you want a little bit of help over here? Maybe you could make
Sure, I'll help investigate.
You roll. You have the advantage on intelligence. I would imagine.
+4.
Yeah. Not today.
Oh, I'm supposed to roll at advantage though.
Yes, you were.
I'll roll a second time.
Hey.
So you kind of peer around the larger chunks. You can't imagine that anything of a size that would be valuable would be under there. But there's always the possibility that something quite small could be, but you don't see anything.
It'd probably take a lot of noise and effort to move that much stone.
That would be your estimate, yeah.
All right, I'm going to take a look at this door over here. If you guys
Marcus, you're up.
Huh? Oh,
Start
no.
pushing rocks.
Yeah.
It's in his future anyway. Hard labor, breaking big rocks.
Yeah.
All right, I've got no keyhole on this door, correct?
That's right. No keyhole.
All right.
Not locked, so
All right. I'm gonna open the door.
yep.
It's a hallway. Is that right?
Yep. So as you push open the door, you are greeted with a putrid, rotting odor rolling in from the corridor.
Uh, near or far?
Strong.
All right. I'm going to. You want to send Legate in there?
Sitting in the drone.
I need a drone feed.
Corridor goes north a bit, and then
All right. Drone pauses.
We lose the drone feed.
I don't know. I was told to pause, so I paused.
Have the drone go weapons hot.
Am I clear to engage?
Checking.
I was.
What's our ROI? What's our ROI? Or are we?
Need to find the DC.
You might want to back up.
All right. So go ahead and continue. Legade sees nothing of note.
You just get the thing that says perception failed.
I don't want to get too far ahead. The corridor looks like it goes down a long way. I see a door way down here, maybe. I don't want to go too far without the party. Long corridors.
No rooms.
Nope, long corridors.
Okay.
Let's go.
How far down does it go? This is pretty nasty smelling. So, wanna?
Long way.
Okay, I'm gonna peer around the corner, Mike.
Sure.
Do I see anything?
The corridor that you're peering down, you don't see the cause of the smell or anything
lit up
of
too.
note.
Can I identify the smell?
Something rotten, something nasty.
Ooh, that
Like
smell.
food.
Can't you smell that smell?
Is that like Sese sitting in a porta potty, or is that Marcus what he threw
Well,
up
obviously,
from last
as a
night?
worshiper of Ra, Sesse's shit does not stink.
He
So
shits rainbows. All right.
He gets fully flame at the toilet after he's done.
And we know what Marcus gonna shit out here pretty soon. It's gonna be flaming hot Cheeto.
Yeah, that's a drink you pay for twice.
Yep. All right. Well, I don't like the fact that we have the smell of death and putrefaction down here. I can think of all kinds of reasons not to go down there.
smells like
Hey, we're back
XP
at
to
that
me.
thingy dig.
Yep.
Yeah.
What thing a gig?
We came full circle.
The portcullis.
The portcullis.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, what they said.
So, do you guys want to double back? Do you guys want to continue down the stinky?
I don't know. Do you want to go check out where the sound's coming from? The rock on rock.
Kinda, or we can check out this door in the other room, going through where this portcullis is.
I think so. The door that had the sound coming from it, that was way to the southeast, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be
Yep.
way down
Yeah,
here.
I think just to close any loopholes behind us, that's the one door we ought to
Right.
close that loop before we go down the stinky hallway.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Marcus.
Where am I? Okay.
We're going to close this door behind us. And I'm going to take one of these junky cobalt daggers and
You're trying to wedge the door.
yeah, I'm going to wedge the door.
All right, you wedge the door.
All right, I'm going to delete one of those off of my
You,
inventory.
you shudder a little bit every time. Bang, bang,
No,
bang.
no. I'm just going to wedge it in there real good.
Well, you got if you're gonna wedge it in, you got to hit it with something.
All right.
It's not like you carry a rubber mallet with you.
I just figure, you kind of like this.
Push it in. Yeah, just kind of
Yeah, it's your
push it in with
foot.
your hand.
Your foot, your hand.
Well, let's wait
Kick it
for
in.
Yanni, everybody.
Okay, I'm coming. Oh, shit. Why can't I move? There we go.
He's back playing his flugelhorn.
All right, we're going to shut that.
His beer flute.
My beer flute. Okay. Oh, did we check out the map that we had in this room?
Torn and pretty much not usable.
Okay.
But it did show the port of Silver Scale.
And how old's the port of Silver Scale?
Well, when you came in, it was the village of Silver Scale.
So, I guess I don't know my history of the North.
I mean, the logical assumption is that at one point it was a much bigger village than it is now.
Right.
It was considered a port for whoever created and ran this outpost.
Okay.
Now it is a fishing village that gets
Whomever.
shipments every season.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to go through one of these doors.
Which what can we identify? Do we hear the
South.
scraping?
South or south? Okay. I'll look see if I can look through the keyhole here. It just takes tapping it, right?
Yep.
Okay. I don't have to hold it down or anything.
Nope. It'll actually put a little message up that'll pop up if you can't.
Door's over here.
I thought you wanted the south door.
There's not a door down there, is there?
Yes.
Yeah, he's in front of it.
Oh, I can't see it.
And I don't see anything in the keyhole other than another door.
Oh, there I see it.
So there's not a keyhole here. So we got the eastern door does not have a keyhole. Is there a doorknob?
The eastern door. It is. There's no keyhole. It's just stuck.
All right.
The south door is not locked.
Okay. Do I
But
hear
the
anything?
south door had the scraping sound, right?
Yeah, you still hear the scraping sounds.
Okay. Can I make any guesstimate? Perception?
Stone on stone. I mean, let your imagination go wild.
Okay. Oh, I see something. And it looks big.
What was your stealth check?
I haven't rolled one in a while. Would you like me to roll one?
Yeah, I think I'd like you to roll one.
Okay. Getting a little nervous. I just roll it normal then?
And roll a normal.
Oops.
Oh my goodness.
So
Does he look
go
too
ahead,
big to come through the door?
and open that door a smidge more like it had been.
Back up.
Why
Can I
is
close the door?
why is
Yeah,
Marcus
you
swinging
close the door.
lament?
It hasn't moved yet.
Okay.
Other than the obvious.
Can I stealthily close the door? Can I roll
Yeah,
again?
you can try and quietly close the door. Go ahead and just make another stealth roll as you try and quietly close the door.
Oops.
Not any better. uh,
What'd you wake up?
can you describe it to me, Mike?
Some sort of golem, I
Let's
think.
see. You didn't see the entirety of it. I have text.
I should have been able to see it through the keyhole.
For some reason, you didn't see it because I was highlighting your character when you peeked, and it didn't show it. So,
But it was right directly in line with it.
yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that one, but
I could have been an early warning there, buddy.
I think you looked right through its legs or something.
Okay. That didn't work.
Oh, a pair of swinging stones.
Yeah. Back up, Marcus. Back up. I'm like going like this.
So the door's shut, right?
I don't know if it's shut all the way, but it's at least shut mostly.
Okay, describe it.
So, the ancient chamber that you peer into stretches roughly 70 foot in each direction, with its high ceiling lost in the shadows, despite the eerie blue light cast by the sulfur torches mounted on the walls. You noticed 2 locked exits to the south, punctuated on the southern wall, one to the southeast, one to the southwest, while a formidable door is where you are standing currently. You see, let's see here. The view is a large stone statue. Faint traces of patterns in crystalline residue surround each of the guardian, and arcane runes like tattoos cover their bodies. They are quite dusty.
So the thing that was the thing that moved.
Yeah. On the floor, you saw small crystals, dull in the light, embedded in the floor at each of the cardinal locations. These once precious gems were apparently drained of whatever energy they had in creating the golems.
Golems.
Mhm.
Okay. I describe all that to Win, see if he can make anything of it. Was that thing too big to come through the doorway?
It is.
Okay. Good news. The good news is it's too big to come through the doorway.
Dwarven in make,
Oh,
based on proportions and architectural style.
so similar to Skyrim vibes, huh?
Yeah, close enough anyway.
Okay. What'd they call those things in Skyrim?
I don't remember. I platinumed Skyrim and then uninstalled it and never did look back.
Oh,
Yeah, their broad, stocky form bears geometric patterns and runes characteristic of ancient dwarven artifice, and the armor styling of the carvings mimic that of a dwarven honor guard.
They had some of the crystal. You said there was crystal dust and there were rain crystals on the floor.
That's right. You don't know if it's your crystal, but it's crystal.
Dwarven Centurions, that's what they were.
Those were brass or something like that, though.
They were made of different things depending on stuff, but yeah, mostly it was brass. I don't know if you can. That's not going to do it justice. I'd put it in the chat, but that'd take too much there. See if I can do that.
So is the door's not fully closed?
It's closed now. You could look through the keyhole.
So big room with some stone golems in it. What are they guarding?
Well,
Don't
we
know,
got to
didn't see.
figure whatever their garden's been there
A minute.
since they were put in place. So whatever their garden is still there.
Possible.
I say we send Marcus in to test him out.
he's AFK.
There you go. I put the image in general or in Magic Mechanical chat.
So did I.
Oh,
Oh,
yep.
well, these are stone, not brass.
Yep. Cool.
Those are not easy to tangle with.
I would not imagine. And we
Not even a
think there's-
challenge for Marcus.
Yep. All right, Marcus, we all voted. You're going in first.
I'm going in. All right, I'll do it.
Yep.
Where am I going?
They're going in the room with a whole bunch of stone golems in it.
Not a bunch, just 2.
So we've identified 2 stone golems, and we're
Well, we don't know
wanting
that.
to-
We saw one.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you saw 2.
No, I saw one, but the
Okay.
patterns indicate that there's probably more than one. Is that what you're saying, Mike?
Yeah.
Wait, actually,
Well,
thinking about going in there.
How come I can't see through the keyhole anymore?
Hey, they're not invulnerable to fire, are they?
They're made of stone.
Stone?
I think it's because the door is like partly open,
Okay.
but I think you scrolled it too far back in the other direction is what
Okay,
happened.
how about we do that? There we go.
That's probably you should be able to peek.
well, based on our knowledge of stone golems, do we feel like we've got the capability to take 2 or 3 of them out?
Go ahead and roll survival.
I could.
Yeah.
What's your survival at?
My survival is +4.
Mine's +6. Can I roll at advantage, Mike?
No, because he can't help you.
Oh, I thought we were helping each other. Okay. I was going to discuss tactics and whatnot.
I mean, you could roll a survival to determine like a rough DC,
Okay.
but it's not going to tell you necessarily whether you can survive the fight because there's a lot of randomness. Right? I don't know what spells DeWinn's going to break out. I don't know what rolls are going to be.
Well, that's what I'm looking at is what kind of
Right, and I can give you an estimate based on the DC if you roll well enough. Yeah.
Since I didn't get any help, I would imagine that Marcus could roll independently of me. I suppose.
Yeah, he could reassess.
I'm like, fuck no. And he's like,
20.
no.
Well, you're not really sure you guys are up to the task, but Marcus kind of peeks in and goes, "Fuck yeah, we got this." So, difficult fight for sure. Probably the hardest one that you have had in a while, but doable if luck is with you and you're careful.
So, what about this? So they can't come through the door, right? Now this
Are
might
they too big?
Yeah, they're too big. They can't come through the door. So just open the door and start peppering him with arrows. And
Yeah, but he's a stone golem. He's not gonna. You can't just like shoot an arrow.
you got to be able to. He's not going to be immune to piercing damage, right?
Well,
All right.
if they're immune to piercing damage, then
All right. Let's
yeah.
All right.
let's
So
They aren't immune to blunt force trauma.
I've got a question here. Based off of how we've mapped this out so far, we know where the another door is to this room. At least one other door.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, we know approximately where another third. Well, I saw a third door, and so we could come at it from three sides. And possibly confuse them. I don't know. Do stone golems typically have any kind of magical discharge or anything like that? I mean, they got all kinds of
They
arcane.
see a doctor if they have magical discharge, Matt.
That's good.
they
I like
No,
that.
but I'm guessing they got some sort of. I mean,
how do
like
I have a
things-
thunder wave spell.
You can't see them through the door. It doesn't allow that mechanic.
so there's no keyhole?
Yeah, there is.
There's a keyhole,
It
but
doesn't. Even though he's standing
right.
in line of sight, it won't allow you to see it.
Yeah, the tool that lets you peek through the keyhole
Doesn't actually
apparently
allow you to
doesn't
see it.
let you see mobs inside the room.
were they trapped inside that circle? But of the four gems,
Trapped
or were
inside
they
the
out?
room for sure?
Yeah, we could just leave them there.
Well,
I mean,
I just want to investigate to see what it is that they're guarding. Mike, can I see through the keyhole enough to familiarize myself with parts of the room?
You can also creak open the door too.
Yeah, I think they would have
it could
already
probably
known.
it can probably reach a hand through the door and grab
What
you,
I'd like to
but-
do is
I didn't think
to use clairvoyance to look around in there.
Sure. Okay, so you want to use clairvoyance to cast through the keyhole.
Well, I don't need to see what I'm targeting with clairvoyance. I just have to be familiar with it. Its range is 5,000 feet. So
Okay. So yes, you can peek through the keyhole and get familiar enough with an area of the room to cast clairvoyance.
okay, that's what I was going for.
Is that ritual or not?
No, I'm going to use a third level spell to do this.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drag you into the room.
Okay.
You can look around and then I'll drag you back out.
Okay.
Or you can walk through, but whatever.
So I see two.
Otherwise, I don't have a way of.
So I see two golems. Any suggestion as to what it is that they're guarding? You said there's four.
Yeah, let me give you the description again.
You said there's four ruined stones on the floor in each of the cardinal.
Right. Let's see. So the golems appear to have risen from the floor itself, their feet seeming to merge with the stone floor, but they kind of glide along. So this is not an impediment to them. This combined with the deep chisel marks in a circular pattern around each of where the golem is standing suggests that they were carved directly from the bedrock of the chamber rather than being constructed elsewhere. Inspection of the floor around them reveals traces of an ancient ruin that brought them to life. A faint circular pattern of crystallized residue surrounds each of the guardians, and arcane runes are visible beneath the centuries of dust. As a wizard, you recognize elements of transmutation and enchantment magic.
Right.
As I said,
Transmutation to create the golems, enchantment to bring them to life.
That's reasonable. Small, dull crystals are embedded on the floor at cardinal points around each guardian. These once precious gems were apparently drained of their magic energy during the creation ritual. There are a number of skeletons in this room.
People that have come in here.
Most of them in some degree of smash.
Yeah.
Some degree of smash.
People who have come in here and met their fate.
Yeah. The floor between the two golems is a grim testament to their effectiveness. Scattered bones, ruined weapons, and scattered armor pieces from countless failed attempts to breach their defenses lie strewn about. Some of the items appear to be centuries old, while others are more recent, suggesting that the Guardians have never failed their duty.
Yeah, so there's probably a treasure trove of stuff lining in these dead bodies right here.
The sulphurous light plays across the Guardians' rune-covered surfaces, making their dwarven markings seem to writhe and shift. Their hollow eye sockets pulse with an inner light that matches the torch's glow, and they stand perfectly still. The atmosphere is thick with the acrid smell of sulfur torches and the musty scent of ancient stone. The sound of dripping water echoes elsewhere in the darkness from above, and the crunch of old bones underfoot as they shift back and forth serve as a warning for those who would challenge these sentinels. And let me see what your clairvoyance allows you to do exactly.
Well, it allows me to see or hear, and I'm choosing to see.
Choosing to see, yep. So you can make a perception test. $13. You do see a one of the skeletons still has a backpack that looks intact, and another is holding what looks like a pretty good warhammer.
Which did not do him enough good.
It did not do him enough good, no.
Okay.
And the one holding the well, I say holding the one that had been holding the warhammer also has a impressive set of dwarven crafted gauntlets of an unknown metal.
Where's that body at? Are they inside the
That's
circle?
Yeah, it's inside. Well, it's inside the room.
Just in
The
the room.
circle is just indicating where they were risen from.
Okay.
Basically summoning circles.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, guys. I mean, these are things that are pretty tough, and
Yeah.
I mean, but
Can-
loot looks good. I mean,
He got a warhammer, got some gauntlets, probably of giant strength. You know,
Any clue as to how I could break the enchantment? Basically disable.
Go ahead and roll Arcana.
might want to use inspiration.
Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad. I'll use my inspiration on this one. Why did I roll normal?
Because that's just the way you roll.
Apparently.
So we got a 23 and a 24. You could always attempt to dispel the enchantment magic.
Would that I could.
That potentially would disrupt their not life force, but motive energy. Or you could always try and transform them back into the floor.
Would that I could.
For diviners, I mean, you're kind of limited. You picked a specialty that was about information gathering.
Yeah.
Which you gathered the information.
Yeah.
You can't act on it.
Let's see what the information says. You're screwed. Oh, well, at least At least it's clear.
But we lack the resources to do anything with it.
Well, I mean, we can check out this
So
other.
I will say on a 24, you know that golems in general are highly resistant, if not outright immune, to most physical attacks that aren't based in magic.
Yeah.
That's
Well, then we're
why I said we're
even
screwed.
magic, even
Yeah, we're
magic
screwed.
has a
Yeah,
hard
we
time.
we don't have that much magic capabilities, right?
Well, several of you have magic weapons.
Oh,
More
You
than a
talking
few
about
of
like anything with a bonus?
yeah, basically anything with a bonus is an easy way to describe it.
So lament would be would do damage.
Right. I mean, you've
Who
got
else
that
is-
feather of falling up.
I happen to have that.
Stick it underneath the guy. You just have to slip it underneath the golem's feet.
Right.
float him?
We got
Yeah,
a
I
floater.
see a longsword +1. I see
Any,
lament, I believe, is magic.
Is my
Fethe
crossbow?
has multiple magic weapons.
Oh, he does. He's hoarding magic. Okay, I got you.
typically, golems are
and
also
Yanni has
immune
magic weapons as well.
to a
I
lot
have
of.
a magic weapon, right?
Yep.
Uno magic weapon. Oh,
Aren't they also typically immune to a lot of magical effects?
I have a shovel
They
of moving
are
dirt.
certainly anything that it would go after a mind is going to be pretty much impossible to find purchase.
Yeah.
And obviously things that like petrification would be patently useless. Poisoning, useless.
Yeah.
Right.
Stone to mud. That'd be a good one.
And they're probably resistant to heat, cold, things along those lines. Any note?
Well, you could get them hot enough to melt, become magma again, but
Well, then they just
you
become
would
lava.
melt everything else.
You've only made them stronger.
Yeah. Make them a magma.
No, as far as you know, that they don't have any particular resistance to the elements. Elements wear down stone all the time.
So that could take like a long time, though, wouldn't it?
Well, they're going to be stout.
That's what I'm saying. Is even if we hit them with the magic weapons, it's like this could take hours, right?
Well, taking hours isn't a problem if we could withstand the damage. That's the
Right.
real.
So that's what I'm saying is that we could be pinging away, and they'll, and then that's it, right? It's
Well, I
like they
guess
could
if
just
they'd
whack
be
us and kill
chucking
us, right?
boulders at us.
What's their
Yeah.
armor class?
Oh, it's probably not that great. They're a big target. They move slow.
But they are made of stone.
If they are
Yeah,
made
I
of
know.
stone, yeah.
Take
Yeah,
forever
they're
to
throwing stone
take them
haymakers.
down.
And we
I
don't
would
have we don't really have that many ranged weapons.
Well, I think you need a magic weapon, a ranged
Yeah.
magic weapon.
I don't know that the range would do anything but maybe bounce off of them.
What do we have a magic range weapon?
I have a
I imagine
+1
Galen
weapon.
should have something.
I have
Plus
a
one
+1
what?
hand crossbow.
That's all we've got. That we can shoot at them.
That's ranged.
That's ranged.
Well, we have spells.
Well,
Few
why don't you
spells.
try that? Why don't you chuck a fire? Why don't you open the door and chuck a fireball at him?
Probably destroy everything that we want to get out of there.
No, it would destroy armor or gauntlets or warhammer, unless you hit him directly. Maybe I don't know, but just being in the area of a fireball.
Well, Mike, any clue what they're guarding?
You don't know what they are guarding specifically. There's no like treasure chest. There's no
He didn't see any staircases or anything, inside the
No,
room.
no. You would guess that it's a situation of they were there to stop entry or to prevent exit from deeper into the mine.
So it could be that door that's on the southeast corner leads lower into the mine, and you don't get down there without going through these guys.
That would be reasonable.
Do you want to check out this door?
Sure.
All
I
right.
wonder if there's a way to like just step in, do it, step out without suffering much damage.
Well, they get an
Yeah,
opportunity attack every time you stepped away, right?
If
no,
you're in
only
melee,
if you're in
yeah.
melee.
Yeah, well, if you're melee, yeah, but I mean, I think we've agreed we don't really have the range weapons to do much damage or the magic, right?
Well, I
Well,
have
no,
Thunder
well, that's-
Wave. I'm sure they can take thunder damage.
Actually, they might actually be vulnerable to that.
Yeah, I have that too, but um, uh, along the lines of what Marcus was saying is, I think the wind could definitely step in the doorway there, open the door, throw a fireball at him, see what happens, and then close the door if he doesn't want to do anything with them.
Yeah, but I mean, eventually they're going to move within melee range of that door, right? And you forget you're not going to be able to do that.
That's true, but we
But
could
I
get
mean,
a. I mean,
I don't mind trying it because
that's a
if they
good
don't
first
feel
shot.
they can,
You know,
if
if
they
you're going
don't,
to
if we
lose
don't,
that advantage,
if we're confident that they can't get out of that room into the room we're in, then other than making a bunch of noise that might alert other things to us, I don't see a harm in it.
I
well,
would.
we've been closing all the doors as we go, and it's a stone dungeon.
I have Blade Ward too as a
Yeah, I don't
cantrip.
know.
I have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Oh, dealt by weapon attacks. It's just their fist.
Aren't the golems considered a weapon attack?
Say that again.
Wouldn't the golem's fist be considered a weapon attack?
Yeah, I mean, it would like an unarmed attack,
So I will point
unless
out.
they like picked up Sese and used him as an improvised weapon.
Well, I don't mind trying anything on him. I mean, obviously, I'm melee. I mean, that's the only thing I'm going to be able to do effectively. So I really can't contribute much to this without going in and engaging.
doesn't?
So if you guys
Galen
feel
has-
there's
Galen
that?
has a magical weapon, don't you?
Yeah, I have a +1 sword.
Yeah, I got a +1. Marcus got +1. I have a spell I can cast that would turn a ordinary weapon into a magical weapon, but I'd rather use that spell slot. I've got this spell that I haven't used before, but when I hit an opponent, then everybody else gets advantage on the attacks against it after I hit the opponent. So we don't even have to worry about flanking or any of that shit. We just
With respect to Fireball, it's my last 3rd level spell. I just used my first. I only get 2.
yeah. Where's that? Where's that? Well, what do we do this? What do we do? These guys aren't going anywhere. You know. So we could go investigate other doors, and then if we want, we could take a long rest. We could come back to these guys, take a long rest, be ready to go. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that, but
I did have a
Yeah.
question. Um, does Dwayne have invisibility? Would that be something that could negate him from being attacked, or is it something that they would have more like a motion sensor?
So, I do have spells on scrolls that I could use.
But would it be more of like a motion sensor thing where if they, sense something that they would attack it, or would he be able to sneak past them with invisibility, or um, could that be an option? Because I don't think, at least at this particular time, that we are equipped to engage.
Well, I could send in my unseen servant. And see what happens.
Can you like make me invisible?
Yeah, there's. I have invisibility on a scroll.
So you could cast it on me, and I could go in there, and I would be invisible, and I could start whacking at him.
Wouldn't that take the invisibility off, though?
I don't know. That's my question.
No,
I
I
don't think
think if they started swinging, it'd just be at disadvantage.
It is as soon as Marcus takes an attack,
Yeah.
invisibility drops.
Yep.
That's what I need to know. Right.
Yeah.
You say I've got Misty Step. I can teleport into that room anywhere, but I'm not sure that does you much good. You know what I mean?
Can do it
I
again.
think
They're
you'd
gonna.
want to teleport out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the better thing.
So I also.
Well, let's make a decision.
I say we
My
go
sense is
around
that
and
this
walk.
room
and
is important enough that it's being guarded by the golems and maybe our true kind of prize. But I don't mind going to check out this other door that's close to us for now, and coming back to this.
Yeah.
So why don't we
Well, I
just
think
check out
could
this
even-
door?
I think we could even go down the stinky hallway and check that out.
Well, we're right here at this door. Why don't we check it out, and then we'll go back to the stinky hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
So Yanni, you want to do your thing? And
Absolutely. You said this door was not locked
Double checking.
and not trapped.
It's stuck.
Stuck.
It's not locked. It's just stuck.
All right, bring in the battering ram. Well, let's see if we can unstick it first. Ah! Is there hinges on our side?
It always opens to the left, so
Well, that would be a paradox because I could be on the other side of the door, and so the hinges.
it's Schrodinger's door.
Oh, okay.
It always opens
They're
for
pocket.
us that way.
They're pocket doors. There are no hinges.
Dungeons are
We're the
mysterious
cat.
that way.
I was just pointing out the paradox here. Okay, so there's no way that I can like lubricate the door.
You've been wanting to for a long time. Yeah, you can go ahead and oil the hinges.
Okay, all right.
it's some WD-40.
Yep. Get the liquid wrench up here.
Yep. Go ahead and mark off some oil flask.
Who's got the oil flask?
If nothing else, it's in party inventory. You guys bought a number of them.
All right. And you can't. Then there's no keyhole. Okay.
Did you mark
right,
one
does
off?
that
Or you
work?
want me to do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did it do it? I hit the button. I didn't see anything happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many were there before?
I just looked and I don't remember.
All right, I deleted one.
All right. So go ahead and try and push the door.
What do I do? Just click on it? What?
To break it, it's an L.
And click on it. Oh.
So you are insufficient.
Well, if I roll a 1, shouldn't that re-roll?
It should, yeah.
Okay, so you may do it again.
Yep.
Okay.
So that should break the lock.
Okay.
I say break the lock. Unstick the door.
And did it do it with less noise?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Do I hear anything?
You don't hear anything, but on the opposite wall, you can't see it because of the perspective on the map, but on the opposite
I can
wall,
see a red line.
Yeah, that's blood.
Like something was splattered against the wall?
No, written.
Oh, written. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was getting
Send in the drone.
So
see if I get clear read on this
you
one.
get hit with a very similar putrid smell as before,
Okay.
and scrawled in blood in the common tongue reads, "Sharpen thy blade and ready thy shield." The blood is old and crusting off.
Any other
Sounds safe to
doors in
me,
there?
Yanni. Go on in.
You going in, Yanni?
Is
I
that
think I think he's a little worried.
is that a portcullis to the north?
It is a portcullis to the north.
Okay. Can you see? Can you squeeze
There's
through
another
there?
corridor.
Well, the drone can, but you can't.
Yeah.
And there's various bones on the floor, and then there in the middle there's that collapsed piece of roof.
All right. There's a
That poor legate is just kind of flattering around and doing laps in this room. Is he squeezing through the portcullis?
yeah. Let's see what we can see.
Oops. I hate it when I do that. I hate it when my Schwartz gets tangled. Let's see here.
Two more corridors. Nothing. I don't want to get too far ahead. Yet another hallway to nowhere, right? Oh wait, no. Goes down to that doorway. Okay. Makes a loop. I don't see any threats, do I?
No.
Can't
Can
get-
you transmit multiple senses at once, or is it one at a time?
Well, he
That's
basically,
clairvoyance.
yeah, he basically is in communication with. So
Got it.
you know, if he smells something, he can say, "Hey, I smell this." If he sees something, he can say, "Hey."
Right, got it.
Smells nasty. Smells like your jock strap.
That was back in the beginning. And how far did Legade go?
Well, he went around
Right.
to see this door loop back around,
Yeah.
and he
All right.
He-
Any threat in the room?
he peeked up here, but saw that the corridor turned
Got
the
it.
corner and didn't go any further.
Got it.
All right. So no threat in the room.
No, I'm not seeing.
None that you see.
All right. I turn. I wave to move forward.
By the way, are you maintaining concentration on clairvoyance?
I seem to be. I guess see what the golems are up to every now and then by looking at my sensor.
Yeah, every so often they shift a little bit.
In reaction to any movement or anything, or they just
There's no other movement in the room. They're just kind of standing there, like fidgeting every so often.
Patiently waiting on something to crush.
They're glitching a little bit. Is their sensors glitching?
We've got the portcullis here, and we've got another.
Yeah.
This is another door here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nope. Close that.
Oh, sorry.
Clicked on it. Okay.
It leads back around. It just loops.
Okay.
Loops back through like this area here, or
So
here.
the writing you talked about, sharpen thy blade and ready thy shields. That's this on the east wall.
Yes.
Anything underneath this piece of stone that we can tell?
Nah, not that you can tell.
Right.
Where did that piece is that it's a decorative piece of stone that looks like it's, how did it get there? Can we tell?
It just fell over time.
Okay, so it was some decorative piece that fell over.
Right.
Is this bones right here?
Yeah, those are more bones.
Okay. No secret entrances?
No, yeah, you don't detect any secret entrances. And the bones are as before a mix of human and dwarven.
Okay. All right, you want to take this door?
In this case, you do feel like it's likely that the humans and dwarves were fighting each other. Sorry.
Who won?
Well, none of these guys.
All right. So was the stinky smell stronger as Legade went down the hallway?
The stinky smell is specifically in this room, but yes, it continued into the hallway past here.
All right, y'all want to stack up in here?
Yep.
Don't just stack in a line, but you can stack near the door. Are we missing? We missing Sese?
Oh, Sissy.
No, I'm back here in the back is all.
He's guarding the rear.
I'm watching these two doors.
Oh, I see. Okay. You're right on top of one of those
Torches,
glowing things.
Sulfur torch.
Sulfur torch, yeah.
Oh, so this hallway just loops around.
Yep, that's what I said.
Okay. I didn't know if it was someplace else if you went up this way.
I went to that corner. I didn't go any further. It bends back to the north.
All right. I'm headed down the hallway. I'm halfway down the hall. Is there a mechanism for this portcullis?
Rotted. It's long since rotted away.
Okay.
There's something else on the wall down here.
Cobwebs.
Okay.
All right.
It's very hard to have 3D cobwebs on a 2D map.
I know.
Of note, the stinky smell is noticeable even though you're in a dungeon filled with burning sulfur.
Oh, wow.
If that tells you anything.
Smells really bad.
You ready? Hello?
Yeah, I don't see Marcus.
Huh?
I don't see Emiko.
We're stacked up behind this door right here.
Oh, okay.
I think you're good to go, Matt.
All right. I was just waiting. Making sure we had everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I could probably support better. I go in front of the portcullis.
Okay. You've already been to this corner.
I just up to that corner. That's it.
Okay. The sharp drawing of breath. I was like, Mike's gonna kill me.
That wouldn't me.
I know. I'm just kidding. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna stop here. So to your left, Yanni, there is an alcove, a shallow alcove,
My
with a
left.
chute descending into the depth.
Oh.
You see a faint light from the bottom.
Okay. I'm gonna secure this corner, and then we'll bring in Legade. Oh, okay. All right. This is the other door from the uh, the quarters over here.
Yeah, we've made a loop.
Yeah. Was this door locked, blocked, or something?
I don't believe it was.
Okay. All right. All right. Send Legade back, and we'll check out the chute.
Okay.
Go back down the hallway, guys.
Where's the chute? I didn't see the chute.
The chute isn't. I couldn't find a graphics for it, but it's right where Yanni is.
Oh, I thought it was where Marcus is.
No, that's why I stopped you where you were.
Okay. Okay. All right. So it's where it's on the, you said the left side, so it's where the torch is.
It's in this void here.
Right there.
Watch that first step.
Is the smell worse there?
The smell is no worse or better.
Okay.
The chute is fairly steep, and you can't quite make out the bottom. You could send Legade down, but Legade, I will remind you, doesn't have a hover function. So it's flying forward or standing still.
So it goes down to the bottom and has to turn around and come back.
It has to turn around and come back, yeah.
Okay. You didn't buy the 2.0 model that has the hover mode on it.
The hummingbird familiar.
Yeah.
I think a Sprite could probably pull it off.
Yeah.
But a bird would have difficulty with that one.
I think we know a guy that might be able to help us out in this situation. All right, what do you guys want to do then?
Well,
we could tie a rope around Legade and just cast it down.
You could.
You gonna chuck my bird? Well, he could fly down and then fly back up, right?
Yeah. As long as there's not something down there, you just fly. Of course, he's technically a spirit. Is that right?
Yeah.
So he can't just get caught in a web or anything.
No, he can get caught in a web. He's got a physical form.
Yeah, he just takes the shape of a falcon.
Legade has been dispelled more than a few times via cold iron.
Yeah. And it'll take me some doing to bring him back.
It even costs you 10 gold pieces.
And it cost me 10 gold pieces. They're not cheap drones. We didn't get these at Walmart.
That's right. Gun them off AliExpress.
Tenmu.
Anybody have any spells that could help us look down there?
I don't have any.
I use.
Can you move that clairvoyance now that
No.
you?
No, it's fixed to a spot.
All right, I'm going to take a small pebble that's lying on the floor or a rock and a small stone. I'm going to throw it down there.
All right. Go ahead and roll perception.
Can I roll perception since I'm saying?
Yeah, anybody who wants to. The stone does not discriminate.
Oh, somebody got it.
Somebody, yeah, I was gonna say 20, but the
Mine
bird
got-
got a
mine
nat
didn't. Mine didn't do that.
because you didn't get a nat 20.
I've got it before.
Right. So everybody hears, the clack, clack, clack of the stone going down, but only Legade picks up, and you just hear it, Legade communicating to you like it's literally like following along, clack, 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 plop.
Oh. Get some kind of liquid at the bottom.
Not sure.
Were you able to kind of determine a depth? But
Wait a minute. Wouldn't they typically use a some kind of gelatinous cube or something at the bottom of a pit to throw trash in a situation like this, a dungeon,
So it's a poo-poo hole.
or just a trash chute? This is like this is the trash compactor, like in Star Wars.
What
Only the entire trash compactor consumes the trash.
What a wonderful smell you've discovered.
Yeah, yeah.
So this could be a garbage
you want to
chute.
throw a torch down there and see what happens?
There is light. You can't see a torch.
No. You can see light down there, huh?
Yeah, you can see a faint light.
Wait, he just said, "Can we throw a torch down there?"
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
To illuminate what's down there.
I thought he said, "Can we see a torch?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you
fine.
can light a torch and throw it down there, or you can take one off the wall.
All right, we'll take this one off the. I'm going to take this one off the wall. And I'm going to toss it down there.
I would like to move out of the way.
Whoosh.
We're going to toss it down there and then step aside.
All right, so you're gonna pull off the torch off the wall.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to make
All
it
right.
dark here.
That's
There more than one torch.
Yeah,
We've got our own torches, right?
Yeah,
You
just
do.
throw one of your own
It's not
torches.
lit. So you throw the torch down and you follow its light. And as it gets to what you assume the bottom, the blue flame snuffs out. And,
It's
and
what?
the torch snuffs out, extinguishes, and you just hear a.
All right, so some kind of liquid down there.
And it went out.
It went out. Yeah.
Might be treasure down there.
Might be shit down there. All right, I'll go down.
Wait, how are you going to get back
down on
up?
a rope.
Rope.
All right. So go ahead and make a survival roll to. What are you going to tie the rope to?
I'll put it around my waist, and then who are the biggest guys we
You?
got?
That would
Yeah,
be.
probably the biggest one after you would be Sese. Your other choices are an elf, a halfling, a wizard, or
Maybe I'm the wrong guy to go down. Maybe I should be holding the rope at the other end.
Yeah, send the halfling, man. Send the halfling.
You're probably not gonna be able to pull me back out. I guess is the thing, right?
Send Bishop.
Hi, Caroline. I mean, Yanni.
You're not going down?
Nope.
Who's got more hit points, Galen or me? I got 34.
It's me.
You're going in.
I ain't going down that hole.
You're not gonna go down that hole?
Why are we going? Isn't that where the stank is coming from?
you don't know that it's coming from there. It's no better or worse than anywhere else.
We don't know how far it is. What'd the bird say?
The bird didn't go down.
Rock.
Yeah, send the bird down.
All right, I'll send the bird down.
All right.
I'm gonna hear about it later.
So
I'll-
you send Legade down.
I'll pay you half of the 10 gold pieces if it doesn't come
I
back.
will let Legade make a perception test.
Oh, great.
He ain't perceiving
Looks
shit.
good, boss.
Flat.
Plain sailing. It's open. Boom. And you just feel it. You just hear it in your mind going, "Oh shit! It burns! It burns! God damn! God!" And it's gone.
Burns, huh?
What did I tell you?
I think Matt's right. All right, now you all have to guard me while I resummon Legade.
Who's
Do we need to go back in the other room? Do we need space or anything?
Need time.
let's throw some you think?
What'd you say, Brad?
I said let's throw some flasks of oil down there. Let's light them and throw them down there.
They might have just extinguished like the torch, right?
Might.
I'm fine doing that.
Give it
Can't hurt.
a try.
Just blows the engine up. I don't know.
If it is a gelatinous cube, I mean, that'll do some damage to it, won't it? Would we see
All right.
anything with the gelatinous cube? Is it just like completely?
It's largely invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we threw a flask of oil down there and it caught on fire, and it moved around to avoid it, right?
The problem is that you can't see the bottom.
Uh,
It's at an angle.
oh,
Slide like, if you will.
Don't bet it's fun till you hit the bottom.
Legade thought so.
Can't believe you guys were trying to send me down that damn hole.
Or me.
you could have hugged it. That would have changed everything.
No, that's not me.
It's the power of love.
What's the size of the hole? What's the size of this hole? The dimensions?
The hole is about 4 foot by 4 foot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I could. Can I just kind of shimmy down it?
You could try. If you lose your grip, though, you might be sliding down into a bad time.
Yeah.
Now you could, like I said, you could rope yourself off. It's just you only have like one main candidate to belay you, and that's Sese.
Yeah, but I mean, one guy at strength of 16 helped by another guy, with a minor strength. It's just, as a body, as an anchor, that ought to be plenty. But I don't know if I want to. I don't know. Your armor class sucks. I'll go down there. My armor class. Well, I mean,
My armor class sucks.
doesn't it? What is your armor class? Because you can't wear armor, right?
Yeah, he gets natural armor.
Why can't I see my armor class?
It's
It's
the big
right
number
below
right
your
under.
characters.
Yeah, your picture.
Oh, 15.
No, I will throw out, Sese, that you're lugging around almost 300 pounds of equipment.
Well, you could set it aside and then.
Right. I'm just saying, like, a lot. He's carrying a lot of stuff, so you're gonna have to be lightening the load.
What's your armor class, Sese.
22.
Oh.
Damn.
But, I don't know how a gelatinous cube works. I mean, I don't know if it actually attacks you or if it's just considered.
Well, I shouldn't say.
It kind of waits for things to just fall in it. If you've seen Honor Among Thieves, the D&D movie,
Mhm.
it doesn't like move to attack. It just kind of like hopes that you don't notice it and just walk in. It's a filter feeder.
A sea cucumber of the dungeon.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're assuming that it is a gelatinous cube down there.
Yeah, we are assuming that. I don't know. I'll give it a try if folks are behind me. Might need a healing spell or two, or you know.
I'll wrap a rope around Sese and start lowering. You can we'll start lowering him
Let me,
down.
let me see
All
if I
right.
got like a spell that'll help me here. That I can, like a concentration thing I can cast that.
Sure. Go ahead and look for that, and then we'll make a strength roll from Marcus at advantage.
Strength at advantage. All right.
Yep. Well, let's see if Sese has any spells to make it even better.
Oh, well. I rolled a 20. So.
And I'll help hold the rope.
Yeah. Well, that's why he got to roll at advantage.
Okay.
Is the 20 sufficient without going any further?
It should be, but I'm seeing if he's got anything.
Well, I'll divine smite it at first if that.
Okay.
If it comes to an attack,
All
that's
right.
a bonus action thing I can do. Okay.
All right. So you the 20 is good enough. You're able to lower it down. It being Sese, excuse me.
So I'm gonna take off before you do that. I'll take off everything, but just the stuff I'm equipped with.
Okay.
And let's see, what do I got? Yeah, I'll just take the long sword. I'll leave the warhammer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And I have dark vision, so.
Yep. Nope. Well, I mean, there's some light, so you don't need to rely on it.
So he's tied to a rope and has a loincloth.
No, I think he's still got his armor on.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So you get lowered down slowly, and you eventually reach the end of the chute.
Mhm.
And go ahead and make a perception test.
Okay. Stand by.
You need a 15 or better.
Perception. Not a very good one for me.
Yeah. You should have lowered the halfling.
There you go.
There you go.
You have a penalty
come
on
he-
your perception? Yeah, you rolled a nat 20, but you have a -1.
Yeah.
He still rolled in that 20. He didn't get a big
Right.
Yahoo for
I
that.
should have given it to you, but so you get to the end of the chute, and you can see there is some form of magical lighting in the room at the end of the chute. And you see golden treasures, a golden tomb or sarcophagus, very much like what you've seen before on the rare occasions when you have attended the funeral of higher nobility back in Mulholland, where they have their you take your treasures with you to the afterlife kind of a deal. However, you also notice that at first it seems like the entire room is underwater, except it's not flowing up the chute. It is in the form of a wall that you see occasionally waver, filling what looks like the entire space.
Ooh.
It is a massive gelatinous cube.
And so,
If you
go
had
ahead.
slid down here, you are 100% sure you would be dead.
If what?
If you had not had a rope,
Oh,
you are 100% sure you would be dead.
So the treasure is in what relationship to the gelatinous cube? I'm not sure if I
Inside
understand.
It
of
is in the gelatinous cube.
It's the part that the gelatinous cube could not digest.
Ah. Maybe you know how to kill a gelatinous cube?
From stem to stern for an entire 20 by 20 foot room
Yes.
is a single gigantic gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
With a bunch
And
of
they
gold
just-
inside of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, what are you going to do, Sese?
So you could, what is it to kill a gelatinous cube? Does anybody know?
I couldn't tell you. It doesn't go up with fire, obviously, right?
I don't
Is it-
know.
well,
Maybe
I guess-
Dewin knows.
Sese would have to come back to us and report back, and then
Yeah,
we
let's
could
drag him back up.
Yeah, I'm
Then
gonna
we
pull
can-
on the rope to get pulled back up.
So we'll pull him back up, and then he reports to us what he sees, and then I guess do any of us have any knowledge on how to kill a gelatinous cube?
You could roll a nature at advantage, but only once.
So I've got a +3 nature.
I'm sure that is much better than mine. I would be more than willing to help, though. I mean,
What is it? What do you
is
want
that
to
a
roll?
Nature.
helpful-
Who's got the highest nature?
+4.
I got a +3.
I only got +1.
That's me. You want me to roll it?
I
And
got a +0. Use your inspiration.
Wait,
If
what
you
was
got it still.
DeWinn's? What was
+4.
DeWinn's?
+4.
Yeah, DeWinn's got a +4.
all right, Dwayne, I'll help you. You roll it. I'll help you.
He's-
Yes.
Nice.
These nat 20s are flowing like water.
You're
right
looking
now.
for weaknesses. Weaknesses is a tough nut with gelatinous cubes. You would assume that they would be weak to fire, but oddly enough, no more so than anyone else. They have no particular weaknesses. They are immune to attacks against the senses or the mind. They have none.
Yeah, they're just like a fungus or a
Fungus among
You
us.
can
what do they
you can
call it?
whack at them with melee weapons and shoot them with ranged weapons.
You can, but you would have to be lowered down on a yo-yo string to do it.
And there's no room. You don't have a map of that, do you?
I don't.
Yeah, but it's basically just a shaft that goes down, and then there's a small tunnel, and then there's the cube.
Basically, it's a slide into the mouth of a gigantic garbage disposal.
How many of them flasks of oil we got?
We got 5 left in party inventory.
What do those do? Like a D8?
It's not much. If lit, oil burns for 2 rounds and deal 5 damage to any creature that enters the area at the end of its turn. So 10 points per flask.
Got 5 flasks. That's 50 points right there. And then DeWin could hit him with a fireball. There I go spitting DeWin's fireball again.
But is it susceptible to fire?
No more so than anyone else.
Okay.
Right. It's
So
not
it is.
resistant to fire.
So
Do
we
we
can
have
damage it.
do we have anything else in the kobold's inventory over there back in that one room that we might be able to use to create?
Hey, what about
Nothing that was
Marcus's
complete.
liquor?
I couldn't hear you, Mike.
I said
Or-
nothing that was complete. All the potions and whatnot were partial.
What
How
about
much
Marcus's
stuff
liquor?
was in the still?
It wasn't finished. And as far as you mean the alcohol still?
Yeah, it's
was
still
a
flammable.
flask, it was a flask that Marcus took.
Okay, but there wasn't anything else in there that we can use.
That was the entirety of it.
Oh.
And that's his long rest drink.
That's that's 6 flasks now. That's 60 hit points plus a fireball.
The flask would only burn for one, because alcohol is going to burn faster than lamp oil.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I
Still,
wonder if that torch did any damage to it.
that'd be 55 points, right? Right there. And then you hit it with a fireball, that's another 40 some points, right? Now, it may not be dead, but that's got to be damn close, right?
You can't levitate a
this-
gelatinous cube and have it attack a stone golem.
What if I snuck up there and put the feather underneath it? How much weight can the feather lift?
About 5 ounces.
I got burning hands.
We could put carpet
You
underneath
would have
the
to go.
gelatinous
You'd have to
cube.
go down the rope to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a touch.
It's burning hands isn't touch, but it's not got that much range.
Yeah,
You
it's
would
like-
have to be
Yeah,
close.
it's 15. It's a 15-foot cone.
Oh,
You would have to go at least part way down the shaft to be at all close to it. As far as the torch is concerned, you didn't see any sign of burns or damage from it, but you did see the torch floating in the slime.
Is the chute more than 60 feet?
It's like 40 feet.
Can I just spam Toll the Dead down the chute?
You can, but you're going to be here for a day or two.
It has that many hit points.
It's triple the size of a normal cube.
Oh, I got Toll the Dead.
And you have it as a cantrip as well.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Let's set up a guard. Let's just start working. We're just digging for gold, is what we're doing. We're gold mining here.
So this cube can't like attack us, right? It's just
You're too far away.
it's
I mean,
there, right? And we
it could-
can go
it
down
could-
and just start
it could-
doing stuff
It could
to
make
it.
its way up the chute, I suppose, but I doubt it.
I don't know. It's too.
Does it
fast.
move? Can it come after us, or does it just sit there?
Gelatinous cubes can move. Yes,
How fast?
Oh,
not very.
You got to figure the thing would get hungry after a while and come out of there if it could, right? It has to be bound in there somehow.
Oh no, it changes shape. Whatever space it's in, it fills it up.
I say we dig for gold, but that's just me. It's
Well, we could come back to it too. So we got two.
yeah, but we're leaving so many things to come back to.
I know.
All right. Well, this is another point of interest that we can come back to. Obviously, the crystal is not down here.
Right.
We could use this to our advantage somehow. I mean, obviously, it's stuck down there. It could come out, I suppose, but I think it would be very difficult. I don't know. Maybe it's mean,
I
obviously, it's not
doubt
Yeah,
garbage.
it would have to really squeeze.
Yeah.
it would have come out of there before now.
But if it's amorphous, I mean, this is its lair. So, okay, we know it's there. It's not going anywhere. We can come back and we can farm it. We could even bring stuff back here. I don't know, but we got to use more than just our 5 flasks of oil to burn it. Given that it's a larger than normal sized ooze or whatever. What are they?
Well,
Cube?
I mean,
What is it? Ooze.
Yeah,
It's an ooze, right? Yeah.
you take the oil and you throw it on it to get it hurt, so that when you're doing your Toll the Dead, it does more damage. And you don't have to
Well,
throw all
technically,
5.
after the first Toll the Dead, it's damaged.
Yeah, yeah, okay, that's fine too. That's fine too.
No need to overthink it, but it's large enough that you're going to be grinding a long time.
Hey, I just thought of something, and I don't remember it, and my character wouldn't remember it anyway. My character wouldn't really know it anyway. Isn't there something connecting gelatinous cubes to demons?
You
could always roll
Who's the religion? Who's the religion person? Who's the religious person here? My brain was like, I'm like, demon scrawled on the wall and gelatinous cube, and I don't of course my character wouldn't know. Like some kind of sacrificial bin. I don't know. I mean, it's just where they take
the easiest sacrifice of them all. Just toss them down the slide.
Yeah.
Free candy at the bottom, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can roll a religion.
All right. I'll go ahead and do it.
I mean, I don't have religion, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think
No,
everybody has religion. It's just how good you are.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can't really say that I could help her, but man,
I mean, technically, Sese is an ordained member, even if they don't claim him.
Right.
No, I don't have a great score, but I can help. I mean,
and use your I don't know.
Yeah,
Just a
I'll
thought.
just use my inspiration.
yeah, you don't have much to lose here.
Nice roll. So, yes, the church teaches that all oozes are related to the demon lord Jubilex,
You're kidding.
also known as the Slime Lord, the Faceless Lord, or the Father of Slime.
Was the etchings on the other wall have anything to do with Jubilix?
You'd have to go back and look, but
I mean, I don't know.
You're not sure. You don't know.
I don't know.
So, he is a demon lord, not a devil lord, but a demon lord who controls oozes and other shapeless things. His realm is Shadaka, a layer of the abyss filled with oozes, fumes, and rot.
Wow.
Oh, so we got the smell, we got the ooze, we got the demons.
Jubilix's slime pits contain many different types of oozes.
Wonderful.
And according to the Demonomicon of Wigliv, oozes are fragments of his offspring.
Oh God.
Jubilix is the only being known to have granted ooze some degree of intelligence and tactics.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Oozes are considered to be the most fearsome enemies for weak adventurers because they want to consume everything.
Okay. I thought there was something that it had to do with, but I wasn't sure if it was gelatinous cubes or black. Well, you said many.
All of them.
All of them, because I was thinking it was maybe the black pudding, because there was
Black
like
pudding's in there. Yeah.
okay, because I thought there was like an intelligent form of black pudding.
There is.
Oh God, man, that's all.
There's also an intelligent form of gelatinous cubes.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's all coming clear. We know why the why the goblin can't come back down.
In fact, there is one named the Elder Oblix.
Oh no.
It is capable. It has intelligence, uses tactics and strategy, is capable of swallowing people whole and taking their memories,
Oh,
sending out copies of them as doppelgangers.
wonderful.
We get caught in ooze pincer movement.
And you wonder why my brain was like, I don't want to go down there.
And
Was
with
screaming.
that, I believe that we are a little bit past time. So I think we should bring to a close unless someone has a short action that they would like to take.
Nah, that's a good place.
I'm gonna be like, uh-huh, yeah, demons, oozes, yeah.
Oh my God.
Y'all think I'm
You guys have somehow
prepared?
managed to dance around all of the planned combat encounters. Kind of disappointed, but I'll just make sure you run into it next time.
Well, if we,
I don't want to jump into a gelatinous cube.
well,
Maybe it wants to jump into you.
That's right.
we
But we've started to solve the mystery of the dungeon.
That's true.
well say goodbye to our wonderful audience.
Goodbye, wonderful audience,
Bye.
wherever you are.
Don't
Like, share, and
stumble into
subscribe.
a gelatinous cube.
Engagement fuels our